Capping like the narco. Got dope like Pablo. Cut throat like Pablo. Chop trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego. We'll be in rapping kilo. Snub nose with potato. Take out. No monkey in the jungle, blind hot like a sauna. Busting up and I'm trying to weave an anaconda. Jumping in the water, trying to slip across the border. Got see yours out, got me big bad for Ronald. Out bag of money, know I gotta have it. Savage, but I'm still a gentleman in Cali. Atlantic, nigga turn them in about the cabbage. Kill this whole family, do run off with the.
No, come back here. Where'd she go? Where the fuck did she go? Hey, come back over here. I'm putting my shit on the bedtime. You see the bed?
What's up, Dive Deep listeners?
Okay, because I am in the house today. I'm in the house today, y'all. And she about to tell y'all who I am and who is here. So I'm about to put the towel in the plate and let her talk. Because if you never came to something like this, now you're here. And you're going to listen. So talk about it, Jay, before I snatch your bonnet off.
Oh, shit. Welcome to the podcast. This is Jay Marie.
Yay, baby.
What do we have? Oh,
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I had to pause the song because it's your girl, B. Lou. And we're going to talk about Mrs. Not Solid in a little bit. Here go the goddamn song.
What? What is it?
have them back. Oh, this is Palmer.
All right, y'all. This is the 10th episode. And we have a very special guest, even though she introduced herself already before I really could get a chance. But I'm going to go ahead and introduce her again. Everybody say hello to Miss Britney. Hey. Hey, Miss Britney. If y'all don't know who she is, she's actually, she has a nonprofit organization called Not Silent.
I'm trying.
Man.
And that promotes domestic violence awareness. And of course, today's episode is still standing against abuse. We tackled this last season, so I feel as though we need to tackle it this season. So, before we get to the topic, y'all know I'm about to come with the social spotlight, which is somebody's non-least favorite. But it's okay. I'm going to talk about shit. I only got 2 things to tell y'all today, probably one. But the first thing I want to talk about is the BBW Klux Klan that is on TikTok. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it's about this bitch named Angela the Goddess. She has a BBW clan that be cutting themselves 50 times, and they gotta call her daddy. They worship her as a god. She gotta be called Jesus Daddy or the Lord and Savior. If you ain't calling her neither one of them, supposedly she does this majestical bullshit. But if you a big girl, please don't be a part of the Klan. That's all I have to say on that one. But I think that might be the end of the social spotlight because I really had a problem with that. No, one more thing. Oh, fuck, I lost it. All right. NYC woman is found guilty for robbing homes of victims while they were at the funeral homes of their spouses. So, according to New York Post, LaTanya Stewart was arrested in May of 2018 after Greenberg police officers saw her driving away from a home they believe she had broken into. Upon searching her car, authorities found jewelry she had stolen from the home and an obituary pulled up on her phone. That's not funny.
Because she was searching up the people's obituaries to know when they was going to be home.
Upon further investigation, Stewart was tied to 6 break-ins in the Westchester County between 2017 and 2018. Her MO was consistent. She would use obituary to identify the name of the recently deceased person's spouse and the date of the funeral. She then proceeded to let herself into the homes, primarily stealing jewelry and leaving the homes upside down. Each of the burglaries were carried out in a different Westchester town: Cortland, Greenberg, Raybrook, Scarsdale, and Tarrytown. Police investigating these crime scenes reported that Stewart often used a mallet to break the window or the doors to access the empty homes. When she was originally arrested, she faced 22 counts total, including burglary, larceny, whatever, criminal possession of stolen property, and possession of burglary tools. She was also charged with 3 traffic violations. Stewart is due back in court November 22nd for sentencing. Each of the 6 counts, she was found guilty of carrying maximum sentence of 15 years. Oh, you a bad bitch. Goddamn.
Now my thing is with her. You Google.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
People. Obituaries. Who the hell takes... They should do a psych evaluation on this bitch. Because who takes the time out to Google, like...
You should see her mugshot. I'm just going to leave it as that.
I bet she's smiling.
Her and the BBW woman gonna have a seat right next door to Satan. Right on the side of Satan.
Especially that BBW woman. She be telling them people to cut themselves 50 times and then they got to send a picture of it so they could make sure. So she can make sure she did it. They be sending her rent. They be sending her all their paychecks. They pay her phone bill, light bill, water bill, her rent. And then she married to a stud who also got a coat. Oh, it's some shit going on TikTok.
They both got a coat.
They both got a coat. And they both BBW coats. God damn it. This bitch got 66 BBWs and the other bitch got 105. Oh, they on the road. God damn it.
I'm just minding my business. I do what I usually snack.
But that's going to be the end of the social spotlight. We're going to go ahead and get into the topic. But before we get into the topic, I would like for Miss Britney to tell us a little bit more about Not Silent. So, Miss Britney, would you like to tell the listeners about Not Silent, please, madam?
So, Not Silent. So, I came up with the name about Not Silent because I chose not to be silent. I mean, it's kind of clear to put together. I chose not to be about silent of what I have going on in life. I chose not to be about silent what people face in life. When I go on platforms, first I try to give honor to God, but then I also give an acknowledgement of that I speak about stuff that people don't want to talk about. And so that is the whole purpose of the name, Not Silent. I'm not silent about what people don't care to talk about. I'm not silent about what people are afraid about. I'm not silent about what people are afraid of. I'm not silent about what people, try to tuck under the rug. And that's the biggest thing that I got about it. It's what people try to tuck under the rug. So when I thought Not Silent was about what my story was, which was I went through domestic violence. I had a whole situation, which I'm sure you'll ask about later, that I faced death and everything else, and it put me through a whole nother perspective in life. But I tried not to be silent about that. And when I tried not to be not silent about that, God led me to other things that he told me, you're not going to be silent about. You're going to talk about it. It's what everybody else is going through in life, but nobody is ready to talk about it. It is about the relationships that you have with family members. It's about the relationships that you have with friends, co-workers, associates, enemies. I mean, I talk about all these things, and as I talk about them, it's what I'm going through in life. It's not what I'm making up. It's not what I read about on a blog. It's about me. And no matter how much people may try to judge me about my life and what I try to do, it's about my relationship with God. It's about me. It's about what I choose to do. And what I choose to do, what I get out of it is be an example, be a leader, not a follower. And even though you don't make the best decisions, even though you make some... that's not the word I was going to first use, but even though you make some messed up mistakes, you can always lead others to make better decisions. And that's what I am about not being silent.
I'm speechless. I love that. Thank you.
Big bird.
Yes, ma'am. So, if y'all didn't hear me the first time I said it, this episode is still standing against abuse. Now, we do have a couple questions. We do want to ask everybody. Well, if anybody want to ask, if we all gonna answer them. But I do have some questions that I do want to ask you personally as well. But let's go ahead and get to the questions. So, I know you just got through talking, but is there any way that you can share your story? If you want to. If you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable, I completely understand. But for, someone who is we have a lot of emails that people have actually emailed us and they're going through it. And just to hear, someone who has this nonprofit and has went through it and has overcome it, are you comfortable with sharing your story?
Absolutely. I feel like I'm not in this place unless I do share my testimony. But to keep it short as possible and not take too much time. Okay. I come up from an area where everybody was trying to be somebody. Mm-hmm. Everybody wanted to be known. Everybody wanted to feel comfortable about who they were. So coming from that territory, I came off as a female who was classified as beautiful, who was classified as smart, who was classified as she got it. Don't they got a song about she got you got it, girl? Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's where I come from. And when I go deeper, I didn't find this out until I was a grown adult, that my relationships with the people who mattered in my life from since day one, it wasn't the best. And so I find out that, one, I was a daddy's girl. 2, my daddy wasn't leading the best example. 3, my mama was trying as hard as she could. 4, it didn't plan out the best that it could be. So I end up being this grown woman, or this wanting to be grown woman, who had invisible scars that I did not know anything about until I started facing things such as, I thought I was with my lover. I thought I was with that person who was meant for me. I thought I was with that soulmate that was made for me. And what I get abused. I get physically abused. I get mentally abused. I get socially abused. I get spiritually abused. I get all the type of abuses that you can label, right? And coming from the area that I came from, you got to be somebody. Didn't I just say that? Mm-hmm. You was trying to go somewhere. So to tell people that, that was by your side, literally, you didn't want to let them know that, hey, I'm falling short. I'm failing. I'm embarrassed about what I'm going through. I don't want to go through what I'm going through. And so I'm going through these things, let alone about my personal life and what my peers think of me. And I'm trying to sugarcoat everything. And so here I am. I think I'm grown. I think, okay, listen, do you hear the fume? Do you hear the fume? Man. Like, it's literally a whole sculpture of my life. I thought I could take off because I was everything that everybody wanted to say be at one point in their life. So I'm trying to take off, but here I am. I'm going through the real in life. I had nobody to turn to. I had nobody to open up to. I didn't want to be honest about what I was going through. Mm-hmm. Long story short, I had high school boo. I found this high school boo later on in life when I thought I was grown. Excuse me. And I tried to match up with him. When I matched up with him, little did I know of his past, he was of his past. And so I'm thinking, when you go through the worst, you want to be better than the worst. Mm-hmm. Most of us think of that. Most of us don't want to be the worst that we have seen. We want to be better than that.
Right.
However, there are those who still think that, honestly, is what I think. However, they do not have the strength to be what they think they should be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You ever felt that way where you thought you should be some kind of way, but you were never what you thought you should be?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You ask yourself, I know better. But why am I not doing? Come on, everybody, picking up the cup. You thought you knew better, but you're not choosing to do better.
Yeah.
And so I was there at a point of life, and if we got to go into it, and I know we don't have time, but
you got time. Talk. This episode is about you. It's reflecting about what you stand for, what we stand for. So go ahead. I promise you. Go ahead.
okay. You asking a lot, fam.
I'm sorry. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, I'm going to.
I'm open about it. Honestly, despite the better part that I'm trying to be of me, I know that at the end of the day, it's about me telling about who I am.
Right.
Despite if I like it or not.
Right.
Despite if I'm proud of it or not. If I'm embarrassed, if I don't want nobody else to know about it. What is it that God put on me to sit here and be me today?
Right.
And live and breathe. And not tell those who are willing to hear about what I've been through. What I've struggled through. Why you gotta struggle through what I went through?
Right.
Why you can't be better than me? I feel like a lot of us today are against the next person being better than us.
Yeah.
I hate that so wholeheartedly because, honestly, you know what? Let me tell you something. It's a TikTok. Me and my kids, we do this. If you don't want God involved, don't ask me. Don't ask my advice. Don't ask my opinion. Because I'm going to involve God.
Right.
I'm going to do that. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you say about me. I'm going to say something about him. So when people try to dictate who we are because of decisions that we make, we can't give them the energy about that. And going back to my story, so I thought I had a high school boo, right? I'm going to stick to that story. I thought I had a high school boo. I thought that I was matched with him. I thought that we were meant to be because it was this song. I don't even know today what this song is. But if you love somebody and you let them go, and then when they come back, that's how you know.
Yeah.
Shut up about that song, okay? Shut up. I don't know who that's for, but shut up about that song. Baby, don't you fall into that? Don't you think that there's something good for you? Don't they think there's something that you're supposed to move on? You know how you ask God for signs? You know how you ask, well, God, if that's it, let me know. Shut up. Don't do that. I'm just saying. Because that ain't the sign. I'm not saying that it's not signs, but that ain't the sign.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't the sign for me. So I get the old boo who come back. Because once you let something go,
if it come back, it's true love.
then that's how you know.
Right.
I'm talking about the mama was telling me that.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh.
So I was persuaded. And I'm going to skip over the part about me and him. But when we got together, let me tell you about this part. This is the part that it means more, I feel like. And God, please lead me. But when you feel like you have that one sign that you've been asking about. When you feel like you've had that moment that you've been waiting for, when you get it, you like, oh, this is it. This is all I've been waiting for. This is all I needed to know. And you take off with it. But when you take off with it, you're in a mindset of your own. You're not in a mindset of what is best for you. And so you fall into things that are not for you. That come on, God. That is not for your that is not for his will. When you find stuff that is not for his will, you are when you find stuff that is not for his will, you are following things that is not of his will.
Right.
So when you follow things that is not of his will, you are pleased. You are happy. You see everything right with it. You see everything okay with it. And that was me. That was me when I was in my early 20s. Okay, I didn't tell y'all, but I'm all the way fully developed and seasoned to be 30, okay? Period. Which is why I tell my cousin, if you would come on over to the other side, baby, we are here for you and we are ready for you. Because it's a lot of things that you're not going to deal with. It's a lot of things that you're not going to settle for. It's a lot of things that you're not going to let yourself be lesser to. Because you're going to know your worth. You're going to know what is okay for you. You're going to know what you are worthy for because you are following the path that God has before you. Okay? But anyway, so I thought I found this guy. I met him before. Found him again. Oh, this it? This is it for me. Like the people say, when you love whatever. Okay, we said it already. Found this dude. Tried again. And let me say this. I don't know who was here to hear it. But you don't always do protective sex.
Yeah.
You don't always think ahead of the game.
No.
You are there for the feeling that you have at the moment. And you are thinking that that is all that you need. So you for the moment. And when you for the moment, you don't think about the future. My God. When you don't think about the future, you don't know what's going to come ahead. You don't know what you're going to have to deal with. You don't know what you're going to have to sit here and answer to. You don't know who else is going to be attached to it. But listen, okay, I just want to say, I see y'all comments, but I ain't following. And I love y'all anyway, okay?
Oh, by the way, she is on Facebook, you guys. They probably like, what?
But yeah, so you're not following. That's all I hear. Honestly, I don't know where I was. But I hear, you're not following where God wants you to be. Mm-hmm. And when you're not following where God wants you to be, you follow into anything. I know people have heard that the enemy is out to kill, steal, and destroy.
That's right.
He was out to kill, steal, and destroy me. And I was giving in. I didn't care what God was trying to talk about. I didn't care what was for my future. As in what I got going on today, while I'm here on this live, while I'm here on this podcast, while I'm here talking about my insecurities, about my what I am afraid of. So I had this guy, I followed for him, and even though I thought I knew him once before, okay, I'm gonna time out and I'm gonna say, just because you knew somebody once before doesn't mean you know them forever and more. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh, my God.
This bitch took off running.
I wasn't ready for that one, okay? Man, I can't even tell you again. Because that wasn't me. It wasn't me. But listen, I hope you rewind and do that, okay? That's, man. You know what? I wish I was here when that happened. That's how I go when you wrapped up into him. But anyway, okay, I'm going to stay on topic. I thought I knew, but I didn't. I have no idea. I was not wrapped into it, and I fell into it. What I fell into somebody who was already broken. Let me tell you something. Broken people attract broken people.
Amen.
That's
And
right.
a lot
That's
of people
very
know
true.
that. And what I'm thankful for is a lot of people are aware that broken people attract broken people. You know what I'm saying? So let me shake the table for a lot of people. Baby, if you had a bad relationship with your grandma, your mama, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your cousin, or anybody else, your coworker, your friend, your family member, somebody that you didn't think that you would have a broken relationship with, you broken. When you crying out to God and you didn't know what was going on, but you was depending on Him, you broken.
When you asking for healing, you broken. Okay?
A lot of us don't want to talk about when we broken. At the end of the day, I'm going to sit here and tell everybody to their face, I'm still broken. But what I try to do, I try to sit here and piggyback off of my brokenness and help others. I don't think that I'm perfect. I don't think that I have made it through. I don't think that I can tell you the best advice. I don't think that I know everything. I don't think that I am better than anybody else. But I know that I am broken. I have been broken. And I am trying to be fixed. And who I go to? I go to God. When I go to God, I don't always get the answers. I don't always understand the assignment. Okay. She understood the assignment. I'm gonna act right. But
Sorry to cut you off, but thank God you got pretty teeth, because if you was sitting across from me and you had some big nasty teeth, I just would have told you something. I'm sorry. Continue.
you want me to put you on camera?
Ooh, no. Okay.
You want me to put you on camera?
I'm sorry.
Tried. That's why it's me and him. That's why it's me and him. Because look, somebody put a whole heart. They understand.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am.
They understood the assignment. Okay. Hey, see. Look. My old self trying to keep up with these kids stuff. Let me stay on track. Because they ain't coming with no notes on that thing. Okay. Anyway. I'm going to go back to my story. Okay. So, I fall into this person that I once was into before. And let me tell you something. If y'all ever had that time in life where you was in high school, you thought you fell into it with somebody, you was in love with that person, but they broke your heart. And like, I'm talking about
My life. I just seen the flash before my eyes. Just suddenly.
listen.
I tried.
So y'all talking about y'all never had that time before?
We did, but you scared me with your screaming.
I had to make the people know. I felt some kind of way when my heart was broken.
Understandable.
And I thought it was a heart, but I didn't even know. That ain't no heart. That wasn't real. There wasn't no real love. Baby, you take care of my bills. Oh, you love me. You take care of my health. Oh, you love me. You pray for me. Oh, you love me. You speak for my future. Oh, you love me. That's not what I was on when I was in high school. But I thought I had it for this guy. And I'm gonna fast forward through my story. So I thought I had it for this guy. Life skipped. Found this guy, this same guy again. But I just told y'all, I thought I loved him, right? And when I found him, when I knew him before, I knew that he went through physical abuse. I knew that he went through domestic violence. And I'm talking about, I knew so much that other family members turned on me and my family. And to be discreet, I keep it at that extent. I don't say nothing more. So going on into me, though, I don't have no problem with talking about me. So I met them later on in my life. And when I met them, y'all, I was blindsided. I thought, let me tell you something. This dude broke my heart so much, I was destroyed. And then later on, when I found him, it seemed like everything was right. What sounds right about that? I mean, no lie. That's a red flag that people don't sit here and acknowledge. People don't sit here and give the time to look at stuff like that. They think because in the moment that's okay, so they fall into it. And I did. And I saw nothing wrong about it. I didn't think anything about it, but here it is. It was all the red flags that I needed to look at. And so I have a little relationship with this guy, and then what? Boom, I'm pregnant. I'm freaking pregnant. Okay, so first of all, time out. Anybody who talk about them getting pregnant and they don't know what happens, first of all, you let it slide in you. And you knew what let loose in you. I don't lie about it. You knew what you were doing to create a baby. And I did that. And when I did that, I had a baby coming. But the whole time I was getting beat up. The whole time I'm getting slapped in my face. I'm getting in chokeholds. I'm getting pushed to the window sills because my person that I loved, who, please hear me, the person that I loved but did not hear me or did not love me fully, they thought that I was looking into somebody else. They thought that I had attention on somebody else. They had insecurity and they thought that I was not giving them my all. They had insecurities. So when they had insecurities, they decided to be very, can I say hostilic? Can I say that they were very aggressive? Can I say that they was very insecure? They did not understand my love for them. So they were confused. And I want to time out. I want to say, you know, honestly, why I stayed in so long is because I thought that that person had so much going on in their head. I thought about the abuse that they went through. I thought about the hurt that they went through. I thought about the confusion that they had. I thought about how hard it was for them to accept them as the person that they were. I thought about how they thought less of themselves. I thought about how much they were so strong and much of a person that they were better than the person that they were presenting themselves to be to me. Y'all got me talking too much. But I did. And so, while I want to say, when people think, why you didn't get out? Why you didn't fight back? Why you didn't hurry up and get out? Did you? Okay. Rewind, sweetheart, to the last 15 seconds. Then you know. And like I told somebody that I was speaking to just yesterday, I told them, I said, they said, you know, I feel like the person who is the abuser is mentally ill. I said, well, you know what? The person who's going through the abuse is mentally ill too.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And I started speaking from myself. I said, I thought less of myself. I didn't know more of myself. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know who I could be. I didn't know what I deserved. I didn't know what I was supposed to have. That's why I don't care what people see out of me or what they think out of me. What I ask more of is that God shows his light through me, because if he shows his light through me, then people understand that he is within me. And if they understand that he is within me, then they understand that they can get through. They can go through it, they can get out of it, and they can make a way of being better than it. I didn't think I was better than what I was going through. I didn't think that I deserved better than who I was. I didn't think that I was supposed to get out of the situation. Not until I was literally fed up with hearing that you were about to die.
Oh my goodness.
Not until I heard that and I was fed up with it, did I make a decision to fight back. Now, mind you, my story is not like everybody else. So, the part about me being pregnant while I was being physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, and everything else abused. When I was going through that, I had no identity. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I was worth. I never had nobody who told me what I was worth. I had people tell me I was pretty. I had people tell me who I was smart. But let me tell y'all something. Call me what you want, but that's not enough. Say what you want to say, but that's not enough. There's a little girl and there's a little boy who need to understand Just like a lot of y'all who want to say, I done been through some things. Baby, what did you go through? I'm just asking. What did you go through? What did you go through to cause you to be as strong that you are today? What did you go through that caused you to say no to drinking alcohol, to smoking any kind of drugs, to going into a crowd that you knew that would cause you to be this type of person that you knew was not good for you to be? What gave you the strength to not be the person that you knew would weigh you down? What caused you to stop doing the things so that you can be the child the child of God that God called you to be? I'm just asking. You know, I'm asking myself when I was a little kid, when I didn't have nobody asking me these questions. But here I am today and I'm asking. And, you know, I go to platforms such as this, and I am so thankful. I pray to God and I ask him about me going on platforms like this. I pray for him to speak to me through platforms like this. But it's the part about when I get to speak to children. And when I got to speak to children at a schoolhouse that I used to attend. No, listen, it's really not your business how many years I've been out of school. And I'm not going to do the math for you. I'm not going to tell you that. Because honestly, if I have to be honest, when it got to 10, I stopped counting, okay? I stopped counting. However, when I made it back, I ain't going to say it was the same building, but when I made it back to that platform, that land. And I heard these kids and they questions. You know, what I got the most, and I know this is off topic from what my story, but what I got most was these kids was asking me, what am I supposed to do when I tell somebody but they don't do nothing? What am I supposed to do when I tell them but they don't make a change? What am I supposed to do when I tell them but it don't stop? You know, I could go into so many topics right now that people get agitated with. I'm talking about, you said this is my time, so here I go. It's about these kids who come to the school with the gun. It's about these kids who sit here and be ready to fight. It's about these kids who are, I don't even know how to say this because I'm really not against it. Help me God. Okay. Transgender or whatever. And y'all so ready to be judgmental. It's about these kids who are ready to commit suicide. It's about these kids who are hurting and don't know what they're giving into is not right. It's not of God. Why it's not of God? Why they don't know about that? Who talk about that?
Nobody.
At all. These people don't talk about what needs to be talked about. You know what? And I heard y'all tell me to tell y'all my story, but this is not where it's going. I'm sorry, you know.
It's fine.
I can't even say I'm sorry because I'm not. I'm not. Anytime I go on a platform, I ask God to lead me. And that's what's been about this whole move. Honestly, I got my own thing. I'm human like all of y'all at this table in this room. I got my own stuff going on. I got my own stuff that I put to the side to sit here and come here today, to sit here and have this moment. But at the same time, there's children who are crying out. And when I went to that school that I used to go to, even though it was a different building, that made me feel some kind of way. I did my whole presentation, right? I had my video. I talked to these kids, blah, blah, blah. I said, y'all got any questions y'all want to ask? Pew, 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 pew. Hands going up everywhere. Okay, let me get to you. Hold on. And they feeling some kind of way because they're like, I had my hand up next and you ain't come to me. Okay, baby, but I'm coming.
Yeah.
And when I come, they like, asking me questions about. So if I tell somebody and they don't do nothing or nothing changed, what am I supposed to do? How y'all think I felt?
Wow.
What was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know, I have my own story, but my story ain't even about the weight. It's about our people now, because I also say these children that we have now, who we gonna go to when we gotta go to the doctor later on? I'm just asking. Who we depending on when we gotta go to the doctor? We gonna depend on each other when we gotta go to the doctor?
No.
Hell no.
I'm just asking. We depending on them, but we not sitting here giving them the time or the energy that they need. I have so many parents who come to me and literally when they see me on my live, such as now, and they be like, come on, speak, friend. I love you. But they be like, I have a child. Y'all, I kid you not. Anytime I open up to somebody, they got a child who going through I'm not going to say domestic, but they going through bullying. And they like, as a parent, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
Listen, I come from that clan where we some head busters. We are not paid out. We some head busters. Okay?
I was in the wrong version.
I'm just saying. And that's my whole area, and that's our problem. But at the end of the day, if we are parents,
Right.
I'm not saying that I'm not able to fix myself out of that. But there's a lot of us.
Right.
We gonna knock a hater out. We some head busters. Okay? So when you mess with our child, that's a problem.
Right.
When your child is coming to you and saying, hey, mama, this is happening, that's happening, that's a problem. They ready to react. And I feel like that's the whole conflict with our community. They don't know about the difference with the parent and the administrator, the teacher, the staff member, the parent, the guardian, the godmother, the auntie, the uncle. It's a separation. It's a separation when it's really supposed to be a whole.
Right.
And I feel like, honestly, in this area, it's so toxic because, okay, and after this, I'm going to pause, and y'all going to better talk to me, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. But I feel like it's a separation. And here's the separation. Our aunts, our uncles, our moms, our dads, our grandmothers, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, great-great-great-grandparents, compared to us, did y'all hear me? Because I ain't about to repeat it. You better rewind. We are on another mindset. I'll talk about us first. We are on some, why we gotta settle?
Yeah.
Why we gotta go through what y'all went through? Why we gotta be about what y'all was about? Whereas they were on some, this is what we learned.
Right.
This is all we know. I'm trying to teach you what I know. I'm trying to show you what I have been through. So they're giving us all that they know while we are on a different level and we are trying to be about all that we think.
Yeah.
Jesus, you hear? They about what they know, but we trying to be about what we think. Man. So it's a difference and it's a conflict. And we are not able to be on one accord. We are not able to come in agreement. We are not able to understand each other. And when we're not able to do that, then we have the old people that we used to cherish, that some young people are like, where they at? Who the one who used to cook the red beans and rice with the turkey necks and the cornbread, and used to tell us, don't let my good air go outside. You go in, you go out.
Stay outside.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
That water hole, you trying to get some water out the house.
What I just told my grandmother, that's the issue with kids that don't eat dirt nowadays.
Okay, listen.
We grew up on eating dirt.
Okay, and that's
I
the
ain't
part
never ate
about where I feel like we all still got a piece of it in us, but how many of us are willing to stay attached to it?
Right.
How many of us are bold enough to be about it?
Right.
Because our friend not about it? Because, okay, listen. Okay, no, maybe I didn't tell y'all my age. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But, but at the end of the day, you know, honestly, I'm not what these new people about. I'm not. I am not about these songs. I'm not about this clout. I'm not about this ebonics. I'm not about this clothing. I'm not about this stuff that they are okay with, that they're trying to make okay. But we just all related to what our grandmothers and our aunts and our uncles and our aunties used to have into us.
Definitely.
And I feel like if we don't carry that on, then more of our children are going to go through abuse.
Yeah.
Right.
More of our children are going to be physically assaulted, as in rape, mentally abused, physically abused. Well, I just said that. Spiritually abused, meaning that they can't think about whatever they believe in. Financially abused. And it's a whole lot of other stuff that they go through. You know, and this is where I thank God. Because sometimes I feel like it's not about my story, but it's about the whole meaning of it. Like, what we supposed to have going on before us. What is supposed to be the change. And I feel like people not strong, they weak.
Oh my.
Wait.
I can't stand you.
Sure, I forgot.
I got tissue.
I got tissue.
I got 4 ply. 4 ply.
When I cry.
Ooh. Ooh, my chocolate.
It came straight through her nose.
Damn.
It did. I already knew.
I know he burned. Oh. Jesus. All right, y'all, let's take a break. Hold on. All right, y'all. Oh.
Kill, go first.
What is that?
I don't know, but I'm going to go on my
Nasdaq
turn up
motorcycle.
first. So I'm on the other side of the table because on that side,
She ain't shit.
well, if you know me, you know I can't smell. But here's what happened. It snuck up on me, and when it snuck up on me, it made me throw up. And so I had a whole episode on the table, and I apologize, y'all. But come on back in the room. We're here back at the podcast, and here's my cousin. She's gonna talk her stuff.
Hi.
Let her say what she gotta say.
All right, guys, we are back. We had to take a commercial break because there was a lot of things that had transpired so quickly and expeditiously. But we are back. Are you finished with what you have to say?
I told y'all I wanted to take a pause anyway, so y'all can have questions and y'all can do what y'all wanted to do.
Okay, KK, you want to go ahead and start the floor? Because I know this was one of the many topics that you didn't get the chance to be on last season. So I want to give you the floor, and you can go ahead and say what you want to say.
You're there.
Okay, well, we go ahead and get to the questions then. All right, so Brittany kind of covered everything I had wanted to say and ask, but I just want to ask because just in case somebody missed it, and she probably don't feel like repeating it again, but, you know, I'm going to ask the question. So, why don't women leave?
I mean, for me, when I went through it, the reason why I didn't really personally want to leave my child, well, my abusing, was because we had a child together. You know, and then most little girls grow up in a fantasy land of they want mommy and daddy because we grow up on Little Princesses. You have the the prince and the princess, and that's how you grow up. But for me, I personally want to be my business because I didn't want my daughter to grow up in a household knowing another man. And so it got to the point, like, what your cousin said, he would choke me, and then after he would choke me, he would say, I didn't choke you that hard. How you say you didn't choke me that hard when, I can't breathe. I'm getting ready to pass out and faint into your arms, and then we have a 1-year-old or a younger child over here who's not only going through it with me, she's pulling her hair, she's screaming and scratching her face, and it's just like, what can I do? But just sitting and staying, and I stayed for years. And so, I just got to the point and said, I went spiritual with it. God, if he's for me, show me that he's for me. But if he's not, take him away. God put me in a predicament where I had no choice but to go home. And when I went home, my mom and my stepdad was my safe haven. They was the ones that helped me get out of the situation. Because, I thank God for my parents. Everybody's not able to have parents like that. If I didn't have parents like that, I would probably still be there. I probably wouldn't. I knew Trey, but I probably couldn't have been in Trey's life how I am. I probably wouldn't have known you because he isolated me from everybody.
Speak.
And when things would happen to me and stuff, it would be, oh, she tripping, you crazy. Like, even when we sit down and we have conversations, the only thing I want to hear is a simple, I'm sorry. Don't want to talk about the situation so that you put me through. All I want to hear is a simple, I'm sorry. He doesn't say, I'm sorry. He looks at me and he laughs and he say, you go like I just beat your ass. It doesn't matter. You put your hands on me in a manner that I didn't like. Whether you push me, you pinch me, you nick me. It's still moments where I'm not even in that situation no more. I've been done with this person for 3 years. And I still have flashbacks. It's still moments where I cry. And I'm just like, what did I do to deserve to be put in that predicament? And just to hear this person, and then when he sits in my face and he laughs about it, you just sending me all through the abuse all over again. And then I got to talk to you and I got to pinpoint each detail. Stop lying. You did this to me.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean to. What you mean you didn't mean to? You meant it. If you did it, you meant it. Because out of anger, when I get mad at anybody, before I put my hands on you, I'm going to get up, I'm going to walk away. I'm about to go pray because I don't want to put my hands on you. You have ways to control yourself and putting your hands on somebody. And it's just like, I just had to say, God, if he's for me, show me. If he's not, please take him away. And like I said, God put me in a predicament to where I can say it. And honestly, God put me in a predicament where it was I had my very first apartment. It was me, him, and our child sitting on the porch. And he was talking crazy to somebody. This person walks out of their house, get their gun and put their gun at him. A bullet doesn't have a name.
Come on, say that.
Me and my child is sitting on the porch with him. This person pulls out their pistol and points it at him and said, what you said? At that moment, anything could have happened. And the next day, I moved in with my mom and my stepdad. And I just kept praying, God, if he isn't for me, please show me, please show me, please show me. And the more I started losing interest, I got him a job. He worked one day.
What you did, sis?
And said, that's enough. I don't want to go to work. He told my brother, he told my brother, your sister's selfish. She making me go to work. My feet hurt. But it was okay for me to work 2 jobs, do hair on the side, go to school, take care of your child, come home. I got to cook, clean, take care of you. It was so much that I was doing. I was only 18 at the time.
Jesus.
I was a baby.
Help us, Lord. Help us.
And when I said God put me in a predicament, I remember the day. August 1st, and then I was standing up in, I was the only one with a vehicle. I was standing up in the passenger seat of my car, and I told him, I said, if you do not shut the fuck up, I'm about to do this to you. Good enough to kill me and him. He's driving a vehicle. That same day, I said, you know what? I can't take this no more.
Well, her story is so close.
I can't take this no more. Because if I stay here, either I'm going to kill you or are you going to kill me? And then our child is going to grow up motherless and fatherless. He grew up without mother and father. So he knows what it's like. I didn't. I had mama, daddy, still mama, still daddy. So I grew up with so much love around me. So I don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
So before I sit up here and take that away from my child, I don't need you. And God showed me, you don't need him.
Come on, God.
You deserve much better than this.
Do what
you have a dad who makes you stand up in a mirror and say, I'm beautiful. I love myself.
Yes.
You have a stepdad who tells you, you're gorgeous. You can't take nothing less than if somebody call you cute, they're basically cussing me out. Can't nobody walk up to me and say, "Oh, Michaela, you cute." If you tell me I'm cute, I'm gonna look at it and say, "No, I'm not." And it's not nothing to be ugly, to be cocky, but that's what I was growing up on. You cannot call me cute. And like what your cousin said, he knocked my self-esteem so low. What my dad taught me didn't matter no more. I didn't believe I was pretty. I didn't believe, I was worth something. Even when I was going to college, he would purposely turn off my alarm clock so I wouldn't go to school. And I'm waking up like, damn, I'm late for class. Now, I got student loans to pay back because I didn't finish school because he didn't get an education. So now, because he didn't get an education, he was jealous. I don't get to further my education.
So the question I asked was, why don't women leave? And you had walked away. And when I asked the question, she had started it. I mean, for my situation, I can't say much because, no, I could talk about it. I was in a relationship with somebody for 5 years that not only emotionally abused me, mentally abused me, but it has been times where he has put his hands on me.
Still it.
It's not, people were not around at times, and it'll be me and him in that house looking at each other. And just because I said something wrong, or by him putting my insecurities down, I'm accusing him, I get slammed against the wall. I get something thrown at me. You breaking shit in front of my face and throwing it at me. I had friends. I had so much love around me, but I was so terrified to tell anybody.
Yeah.
And it hurted me because I wanted to just reach out and just scream. I wanted to reach out and cry. My mom doesn't even know this. That's how bad it was. But she was his favorite. I couldn't do nothing. That's your favorite? I gotta make sure that if you like him, shit, I guess I gotta be with him. That's how it was for me.
Fam, can I tap in?
Go ahead.
Can I say when it's everybody else's favorite, but it's not your favorite? And so when you feel like you are secluded into giving into that person, when you feel like everybody is manipulating you to believe that that person is it, but you feel like what you've been going through, what you've been facing is not it because that person is not giving you the happiness in life. That person is not giving you the peace that you feel like you're supposed to give. That person is not giving you the agape love that the Bible tells you that you're supposed to have. I told y'all, if you don't want God involved, don't ask me. But when it's that agape love and that person is not giving it, and you know that they're not giving it, but you settle for it, so then what? Then what? When you try to tell somebody about what they are doing to you, but they don't take it serious, then what? When you try to get away from what they're doing to you, but that person has the power, or it seems like the power, they're overriding you, and they're able to persuade everybody else in your circle and make them think that they are the better person over you, then what? When you call the cops and you try to tell them they just physically assaulted me, I don't feel secure, I don't feel safe, and the cops show up, but by the time the cops show up, they're gone, they're ducked off, they're in a hiding spot where they see the cops pulling up, and they're like, silly fool you, then what? Let me tell you, it's the part for me where everybody try to sit here and say, why you didn't go away? Why you didn't stop it? Why you didn't make a change? Why you didn't speak up? Then what? I feel like that part is hard. You were speaking hard about it, but it's hard. Let me read this comment. Hold up. Yo, this from my baby. Ooh, she got a paragraph. It's hard to answer the question of why women won't leave. Mm-hmm. Come on, sweet baby. Every woman has a different situation. This is true. Talk that talk. But yet, different situation. Wait, hold on. Excuse me. But yet, similar. When growing up the way I did, you fight for your relationships.
Yep.
You don't just give up because it gets hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yet at the end of the day, you have to decide for yourself when you've had a tolerance for everything. Everyone can give you advice. You better speak, friend. You better speak. They can talk, but they ain't about their walk. My bad. That was my ghetto that came out. This is why people call me before they call a 1-800 number. Because where we come from is ghetto. They don't like that. Anyway, everyone can give you advice or seek help. But at the end of the day, when a woman is fed up, I don't like him no more. I don't like R. Kelly no more. But he sung the song.
When a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it.
What it say?
It's like running out of love.
Hey, come on now.
No matter how you feel. Listen, okay, I'm going to read the rest of it. When a woman is fed up, she will leave. But not all are so lucky. Y'all,
That's right.
let me tell you something. That was my baby. That was my kid's mom. If I ain't give birth to kids, that was my other kid's mom who gave birth to the kids. You understand?
Gotcha.
Okay. So I feel her so much in what she says. That's a part of what Not Silent is. I feel a lot of what women and men say, even though I haven't been through it. And that part, Jay, where you were talking about just how you felt and what was going on, but nobody heard or nobody reacted to it, or just to put it all in a conclusion, I feel like we all got the same story. It's not the same pattern. I say that all the time. It's never the same pattern, but we all got the same story. We all got the same part about where the manipulator was the manipulator.
Yeah.
Where the manipulator persuaded us to believe what he thought was best for us to believe. What we needed to believe. Where we were weak, he gave in to it. Mm-hmm. And he showed us the best about it. She showed us the best about it. Because it's not always he. It's a she too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, please give me a little weight. But the element of P people, okay, that's what I call it. Because I don't keep up with all the alphabets. Because why? Because I don't criticize the people who try to be a certain way. However, they go through stuff too.
They do.
And it's not for us to skip it or think that they're not a person. Because at the end of the day, if you believe that you're a child of God, then you would know that they're a child too. They're just lost. They're just hurt. They don't know what happened. They don't know the real them. They're trying to understand what is about them. And in the midst of it, they're going through life, just like you going through life, just like you're going through things. And at the end of the day, you're trying to understand, what is it? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to change? How am I supposed to get through it? How can I be at peace in life while the next person is being at peace too? Just like the next person is happy with their self, they want to find their self too. So we cannot discriminate about it. And that's the whole part of Not Silent. Everybody needs to know about domestic violence awareness. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you come from. It doesn't matter what you're about. It doesn't matter about the lifestyle that you choose to be. Everybody goes through violence, but nobody deserves it. And it doesn't matter if you are a child at birth or if you're a, you know, I can't say what I was about to say, but if you're an old person, I'm gonna just say it like that. The real you can know how to edit. If you're an old person, it doesn't matter. You're not supposed to go through neglect. You're not supposed to go through the abuse. You're not supposed to go through physical abuse, mental abuse, spiritual abuse, financial abuse. None of that stuff. So, yeah. Just going off of what you were saying, Jay. Like, that ain't none of this is it. And I'm sick of people of sugarcoating it and taking it under the rug. That's the part where it goes back to our older, it ain't even that really older. It's our mamas, our uncles, our aunties, our cousins, our grannies, all of those people. They tucked it under the rug. Mm-hmm. But here we are trying to be entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. Here we are trying to be a difference in life. Here we are not accepting what they were accustomed to. But here we are being labeled as the black sheep. Here we are being said that, oh, you think you better than everybody. That's verbal abuse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you think you can do better than everybody else. Oh, you think that you can settle for this and not what we're going through. That's verbal abuse. Telling me anything less than what I think of myself, I don't care. You verbally abusing me. And that's where it goes to where our generation, we are all about protecting our energy. Mm-hmm. When we protect our energy, that's when we are talked about. That's where we are put in a certain category. That's where, you know, they think less of us. And that's okay. I don't know who gonna get to hear this, when they gonna get to hear this, but that's okay. Let them think less of you. Do you know that you're more than what they think? Mm-hmm. Do you know that you're a child of God? Despite what they talk down upon you, do you know that you can be more than what they believe in? Do you know that you have the power? Do you know that you can make a change? Do you know you can break the generational curses? Do you know you don't have to settle for what you've been settling for? Do you know that you're bigger than who you think that you are? I mean, it can go further. But if we can have more talk about people saying things like that instead of just like, oh, they out of line for this, they out of line for that. Who they think they are for this, who they think they are, baby. You're giving too much energy talking about who they are instead of who you can be. If we took more time to focus on ourselves than others, I promise you we will become a better place. And if you read into the Bible, God has a place for us at a table, and He been waiting. He been waiting for us, and if we would get it together, we will make it to that table. But those who are not getting it together, we won't make it to that table. And I don't know about you, but I'm just taking a vacation here. This is not my home. This is not where I belong. This is not where I'm going to spend eternal life. And just like I sit here and try to tell my cousin in this little raggedy old bonnet, I try to tell her that I'm sitting here waiting on the other side for you because I love you. I'm not going to put pressure on you. I want you to sit here and take the lessons out of life. Sometimes, and then listen, and I'm gonna shut up. But we gotta go through the hard things in life to understand what life is all about. Sometimes we can't just sit here and read the book and understand the decisions we have to make. Sometimes we have to make the decisions to sit here and get through life. Hey, somebody not gonna ever tell you, but that's okay. That don't make you a less of a person. That don't make you not worthy of being a child of God. That don't make you not being somebody great. At the end, that's gonna make you be bigger than who they thought you was gonna be. That's gonna make them talk more about you. I know you like how they talk about you. I know you want them to be. I know how you want to be the topic of the discussion. I told y'all I don't know what these people be talking about. whatever, for the clout or something. Anyway, at the end of the day, anytime I go somewhere, all I got is go God and go your way. You don't go nobody else's way. You don't do what the church folks say. You find what the word say. You find the translation that means more to you. When you find what works for you, you follow it at your pace. When you get that intimate relationship with God, then you're all right. Don't you worry about what them people say. You better follow your life, because it's only yours. It's not theirs too. And I'm done. Just some hot fries. Give me one.
Well, thank you for chiming in on that. I mean,
Another one.
oh, Jesus. Okay, so the next question I do have is, what you need? Oh, next question is, do y'all feel like an abuser can change?
Who gonna go first?
I feel like anybody can change, but it's the thing, are you receptive to the change? Do you want to be different? Because some people are just okay with who they are.
Yeah.
And, you know, we can push and try to change it, but if you don't want it for yourself, then I can't make you want it. That's just like a drug addict, you know? They're going to continue to do drugs until either one, they kill themselves, or two, maybe not a few things. If they kill themselves, they behind bars, they just say, I've had enough. I want better for myself. It's something that clicks to them that say, I just had enough. I need a new lifestyle. And for an abuser, you know, this person, I justify them from, they can be abuser for, that's all that they know. You know, like you can have a small child. They become rapists because that's all that they knew. They started off being sexually molested, and then they grew up doing it. So if you don't know no better, you can't do no better.
Right.
But it's like I said, it's all on the base of, are you receptive to the change? Are you willing to change and say this is not okay? Because it's some people, it takes for them to have a seat of their own.
What is that? No, I'm listening.
A hotness.
No, I second that. What I learned after going through all my stuff is two different types of people. It's the ones who go through domestic violence, and it's the ones who survive through domestic violence.
That's right.
It's nobody else. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think of yourself. You done been through it, or you going through it. And I feel like it's the people who, you know, honestly, I'm going through school for psychology, and I'm going to be a Christian counselor.
Oh my
to
goodness.
add to my ministry of not silent. I do. You know this. You know this. So to be a better counselor, that's what I'm pursuing, because I heard God and I was like, okay, let me stop tripping and going through my own path. But what I've learned out of it is that it's the two differences. And basically, the people who go through domestic violence, they don't, it's okay. They don't know how to they don't know how to get past it.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part, because that's what happened to me with the person that I believed in so much of. I thought so much of this person, they thought less of themselves. And so I thought that they could get past this. They was going to be a better person. They would not do physical abuse. But here it is. They did everything of what I thought they weren't going to do. And it was hard for me to accept it. But at the end of the day, that's the two differences. Because I also, his best friend is my son's godfather. His best friend went through domestic violence.
Oh, wow.
His best friend grew up through it. His best friend is 125,000% against it. So he's not going to tolerate it.
Right.
And honestly, I feel like there have been situations where the friend may have faced it once he became an adult. And when he did, he was such a I don't know, can I say a weight or a burden, or he graded himself so much because he did things that he thought he wasn't going to do.
Right.
That he did not accept. Whereas the other person, and what I learned from the other person, the other type of person is they do the violence because they are trying to protect themselves. They are quick to defend themselves because they don't want nobody else to do something to them.
My mama.
And so when I learned the difference between those two, it was just like understanding two different hurt people.
Right.
And so who am I to judge them? Who am I to say that they are less than the next person?
Right.
Even though what they do is not right. It's just like what I always have, and which is why it's brought me into my practice, and what I try to study is understanding the next person and why they choose what they choose to do. And that's heavy. Everybody can't understand that. One assignment that I had was some conflicts that you would face in Christian counseling. I think I would have a problem with accepting a person who physically abuses somebody else. But at the same time, I've learned to study what brought you there.
Right.
Yeah,
What hurt you so much to make you be that type of person?
exactly.
Who skipped over you when you tried to sit here and let out why you feel the way that you feel? Give me a charger. My phone went dead.
We don't have a charger head. That's the thing.
Oh my God. Well, I'm not gonna go to my truck on the air.
Wait, did you hear her?
So, you got anything else to say? I mean, I was about to try.
Not that one. Go ahead, go.
Oh, okay. What was the question I asked you? Oh, can abusers change? I personally feel that, to piggyback on both of y'all, I mean, it just really depends on the person. And I feel that, I'm just going to say, mine's, he played like he changed. It's a difference from actually doing it and playing like it. For a moment, I thought that, you know, he changed and it was going to get better. And I would see the progress and I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds good. And then it's just like, we back at square one again. You hitting on me, you choking me, you doing this. And I'm screaming for help and what's wrong? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm screaming for help and I'm crying. I can't go to my friends because you're isolating me. And it's just like...
But that's what abusers do. They want to isolate. If I have you all to...
Manipulators.
Yeah.
If I have you all to myself, can't nobody else get into your head and put nothing else into your head.
Right.
As long as it's just me and you in here, it's nobody else that can influence or put nothing to you. Because just saying, if I was there around the time, if I was there to talk to you and I knew what was going on, I would be Jay. You know that's not okay. I'm not going to tell you to leave. I'm going to tell you, if you want to leave, I'm here. I got you. I will be there with you for every step of the way. But it's all on the, you know, but if I was, you know, you was, like you said, he was isolating from everybody. Trey was there, you know, but he would isolate you from Trey and stuff. You know, it was different people who was there, but he was the, like your cousin said, a manipulator. A manipulator wants it to just be you.
Yeah.
It can't be nobody else. Like, my child father wasn't the only person who was my abuser. I had 2 different abusive relationships after him. And I had one particular person who isolated me from everyone. My mother, my father. It was just me. It was just me, him, his son, and my daughter in there. And one day it was where it just got to the point I would send my child out. My child wouldn't even live with me no more.
I see a wall piece.
Oh, you need a wall piece? I told you we didn't have one. A wall piece.
Let me go into the truck. Gotta get everything.
Well, continue what you said.
You know, it was to the point, like, I shipped my daughter out to go stay with my mom. I didn't want my daughter in the house with me no more because this is round 2 where my daughter's in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
You know, it got so bad to where this person felt the need to try to cut me on fire. While in my place, for only Lord knows what. I didn't do nothing. We was just laying on the floor because I was cleaning up the house. We was laying on the floor waiting for the bed sheets and stuff to finish getting clean. And he just took a lighter and he would say, he said, bitch, I will cut you on fire right here, right now. And in that moment, I was terrified. I didn't do nothing. I just stayed quiet. I was so quiet until he finally said, I'm going to leave. And then once he left, I told him in that moment, you cannot come back here. You can't come back here. Because if you were here, it's going to be that one day. If I kept saying, if you was just so bold to try to cut me in flames,
Yeah.
I don't put nothing past you.
That's my story, sis. When the nigga was trying to kill me in the car, I said, oh no, that's it.
You know, and then when you, like, with people, for some people, like for me, my reason to live is my daughter. And that was also my reason to fight. You know, like, cause just being in domestic violence, the violence wasn't like my first situation. As a child, somebody took my innocence from me before I can give my innocence.
No,
you know?
no.
And so, like, I was always in, and I'm still in it to this day. I was always in the fight or flight. So either I'm gonna stand here, I'm gonna fight, or I'm gonna flight. And before I had my daughter, I'm not gonna lie, I was a suicidal child. I would cut myself.
Jesus.
My mom listens to this podcast. It's probably gonna be her first time her knowing. I used to cut myself. Nobody knew that because I would do it in secret. You know, I wanted to take my own life several times. And then when I had my daughter, that was my daughter. That was like my reason to say, is the reason to fight. If you don't fight, who is gonna have her? You know, like my daughter, y'all niece is the reason why I fight to this day. Because those men feel like it was a reason to do something to me. They feel like because what was so bad in their life, they had to reflect it off on me, and then I have to take it. And now because I have to take it, that damage is something that like you gotta keep dealing with. Like it's not something that's going away. Like just listen to your cousin talk. Your cousin has helped me so much because I understand. Like
Wait a minute. It's the invisible scars for me. I love you. I love you. I'm so thankful that you got the strength to be here. I'm so thankful that God saw fit for you to be here. To make it through your hard times. Don't nobody know your hard times. Let me tell you something. You ain't got to explain your hard times. You ain't got to sit here and make nobody understand your hard times. You hear me? Because everybody not going to understand. Nobody got the strength that you got on the inside. Let me tell you something. When I learned what shows from my physical is not what's in our inner, that meant a lot for me. Okay? And you got that. I hear that in you. What's inside of you is not what's on the outside of you. And what you gotta know is people don't have to accept it about you. People don't have to understand that you are strong on the inside. But who need to know is the babies that you produced. The babies that God gave you. The babies that God saw fit for you to take care of. He thought you were strong enough to take care of them. He thought that you were strong enough to live for them. He thought that you were strong enough to be the mama that they need for them. So regardless of what you had in the relationship with your mom, your dad, your aunts, your cousins, or whatever, you're stronger than that. That's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'll tell you about my whole story with that. That's hard as hell. But you can do it. It's doable. Okay? I am thankful for you. I am thankful. It's not even about this podcast tonight. It's about knowing you. It's about hearing you. It's about you being able to reveal what you have inside of you. It's about you having the strength and knowing that you belong here. You belong to be somebody. You belong to have a life. You and your children. You know that? I love you. I don't even know you. You see what I'm saying? God be tripping sometimes because he makes me love people that I don't even know. But I love it. I love you. Look, I'm squeezing you. I am not even a hugger. I'm sorry. I'm not going to squeeze you no more.
You don't understand. Like, just hearing somebody, having somebody here that I can relate to, just hearing her talk the whole time, it was just moving me.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can talk to people, but then they don't really understand. They don't get it. But just to hear somebody who's been through it, who can relate to me, was just like, I'm not alone. Because you don't know how many times I just explained it to people, and they're like, I get it. But then they get to asking questions, and it's like, they don't understand. I'm still a child in a form. Like, I'm only 22, I'm still growing. So, you know, I don't have, I have wisdom, but I don't have all the wisdom to know certain things. Like, when I say your cousin has helped me out so much today, like, I thank y'all for bringing her in here.
Yeah.
Because, like, I done been in therapy so many times, and after one day, because they dig so deep, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it because you did it today. I'm like, I done told you I didn't want to be able to do it tonight.
No, it's okay.
There she go.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any more questions. We gonna leave it there.
Oh my God.
Y'all got anything to add? Nothing?
No, this is a struggle.
All right. We gonna leave it right here, and we actually gonna go and we gonna come with y'all with some emails. So stay tuned. All right, y'all. We are back.
Hello.
We back and
Hello.
we coming with the email.
Hello.
Today we have
Hello.
20 emails to read to y'all.
What?
Yes.
We get nothing. Me and my
This ain't
crumblets.
from today.
No.
No.
Okay, I was about to say.
We
So
get
let's.
my
Who gonna
crumblets.
read the emails?
We get a lot of emails. My crumblets, Jay's.
And you don't read it.
I
We
read.
do.
You need to do your job.
I read them.
First of all, we do read them.
So let's
She's
get
like,
into the first.
Hey there.
It says,
wanna
"What's
be
good,
safe.
guys? Hey, y'all! Hands down, the best podcast I ever came across. Y'all are extremely funny, and y'all are a perfect fit and combo for a podcast.
Okay.
Finally, I get some recognition in this
She
motherfucker.
finally got a fan.
My
She
favorite
gotta
one
go.
is Jay Marie.
Finally got a fan.
That's because they never heard of me yet.
Damn.
The girl is really diggy as hell, which makes the episode more interesting.
Dang it.
Every episode I've listened to, I just be crying because she's so damn funny. But you gotta love her, right? Y'all gotta love me!
Are you feeling yourself?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because the last podcast,
It was all about them and I was hurt.
oh,
Uh-oh. Okay.
Sweetheart, we are on the air.
Okay. She said, I wanted to email you guys because I've been having strange feelings about something that's been going on in my home. So I think my oldest brother is sleeping with my cousin.
wait, what?
Wait.
My goodness, that sounds horrible looking at me type it. But yes. It's just really nasty. But let me tell you the story. Ooh, goddamn. So my cousin stays with us because one of my aunts, which is her mother, been abusing her and all of her children. It's 14 of them all together. And the youngest is 8 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Big ass house.
My cousins are separated out into 5 different households because there's so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
With my mother having older children, the family felt it's right for the oldest ones to come to our house.
Okay.
My brother is 19 and my cousin's 18. She's the second oldest. My brother is the oldest out of all my mother's children. This is what's going on. I share a bedroom with the oldest girls, the 2 oldest girls. The house is pretty big, but my mother is looking for a bigger house because it's a lot of us in here.
Mm-hmm.
My brother always flirting with her. She wears nothing but short clothing around the house like someone wants to look at that. And they always around each other all the time. Well, one night, I was headed to my brother's room to get my shampoo out of there because he's always stealing it and says it smells good. Well, when I got to the door, she was coming out fixing her clothing and he was trying to fix himself under the cover. What y'all think? I didn't even ask him about it because I know he will lie. But tell me what you think. Am I thinking too hard about them fucking around? Or do y'all think they are and they not telling me? Let me know.
Thanks again, y'all.
Well, hey, I know y'all ain't heard me all episode. How y'all doing? Yeah, I'm here. But I can see where you getting your speculations from.
That's big speculation.
For really big. I would say, I guess, watch it more. Cause don't approach them with it, or don't approach nobody else with it too, cause that's gonna cause a big family issue. Mm-hmm. Big family issue. Until you get some strong facts.
Yeah.
Some very strong facts.
Definitely. Shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Cause those are some facts. Those are some facts, like a motherfucker.
Shit.
But just get like some stronger facts, I feel, from my point of view, to help you get the point of view across.
Oof.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you should keep watching not only your cousin, but watch your brother more. Because, I'm just sorry. It just sounds like they are having sex with each other. It just sounds like it. But just to, ma'am, I'm giving advice, ma'am.
I was saying I be trying to watch my cousin all the time. And she be fucking tripping.
There's somebody having sex with somebody else.
Oh, you might want to podcast.
Bring you on the podcast. See, I'm about to get the keys and we about to go.
All right. Hey!
I am here. Hey, sweetie. And I just want you to know, baby, over here with the hair over here, I love you. I understand that we all go through what we go through. But at the end of the day, we have to be strong.
Amen.
We a strong woman to get through what we have to go through. We all got to go through trials and tribulations. But at the end of the day, that's what makes us. You understand? Don't never hold your head down, hold your head up. And you got it.
Amen. That's right.
Stop listening to me. Listen to her.
Thank you.
Oh, sweetie.
We got to get off the podcast. Okay, I'm about to pull up.
Girl, the podcast. Bring the podcast.
They won't come. They're in this place. You want me to come?
We almost done.
They about to be done. I'm about to say,
She took
tried to go get you because I know you was ready. But
You was ready.
It's okay, sis. It's okay. Y'all just join me in on the next time, and I got a lot of information for y'all. You already know.
I got you. Yeah,
got you.
You want to come on the radio station Tuesday, but I'm about to pull up and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Podcast.
So, back to what I was saying. I feel like that you should get facts and just keep investigating into it. Yeah. I mean, they probably not messing around, but then they probably is.
I would hope they wouldn't.
Because that's y'all blood.
That's nasty.
First
That's
of all,
nasty.
it ain't no way that cousin and brother should be
having sex.
finagling with
First
their,
of all, like
with their bottom.
I don't see nothing you can tell me, but like, oh, I was doing this in the room. Well,
why were you in there?
Right.
At this time of night.
Right.
Your ass should have been asleep.
You fixing your clothes.
Yeah.
What you doing? What you trying on the shirt in his closet or some shit?
I mean, don't say nothing to a parent right now. I don't know. I don't want to bring it to a parent right now because they might not be doing anything.
Just watch.
Yeah, just watch.
Yeah, do what the
Now if you walk by the room and you hear hey,
go tell your mama. Be like, God damn it, he
Mom,
know.
they in there fucking.
There you go.
Keep it quiet.
Yeah.
Just walk over to the door and say, Mom.
They in here fucking.
You need to hear something I'm hearing.
Yeah, come check this
Come walk
out.
to the room with me.
Period. All right.
I'm sorry.
Next email. Her thing says, hilarious. You guys are really funny, but I thank you for the advice that was given. Okay, this was about, this girl had emailed us because her friend's girlfriend was going on social media about their problem.
Okay.
From Hawaii. Okay.
Yeah.
She was like, I did talk to my guy friend and let him know that the girl needs to kick rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay.
as I predicted, he is very much in love with her. And he said he doesn't mind when she airs their business out on social media because he feels like he deserves it.
Okay.
Well,
That's
why
okay.
do you feel like you deserve her to treat you like utter bullshit? I just think that's crazy. But now he's in another situation with this girl. Yes, I know. Well, she recently came over to my house to chill with me, and she asked if we can go see him at his house together. Well, that's my friend, so sure. While we're on the way to his house, she gets on the call. Huh?
Is this you?
No, I'm reading the email.
Oh, 'cause let's say, what the fuck?
Oh, what? Okay, she said when I'm on the way to his house, she gets a call and it's from another guy. Mind you, we are in her car. And you know how you can, when you call someone, their car picks up their name on the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it said my gummy bear. Bye, cousin.
No, sir, I'm coming.
Oh, crap. Okay. It said gummy bear. That didn't sound like my friend when she said hello.
Mm-hmm.
She quickly took it off the car and put it to her AirPods.
Mm.
I ignored her, and we finally pulled up to his house, and she tells me, don't tell him anything that happened, or I will end your friendship with him. Like, bitch, what? You guys, I am burning up inside. I was red. What should I do? God, I want to tell him, because if that was me, he would tell me. I feel like shit not telling him. Please help me, guys. Damn, one harmony.
For
God bless.
me, telling him.
You can leave me a whole bunch.
Well, I gotta get some more, sweetie.
Okay.
For me, telling him would just push him closer. If you already told him about, he doesn't deserve it. Telling him that she's cheating on him just.
I love y'all.
Love
Love
you.
you too.
Text me.
My number's in the back. Call me.
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody come lock the door before these bitches thug ass come in.
But that's just gonna push him closer. I mean, you try once, and if you cherish your friendship more, like it's gonna hurt him when he does find out. But you're just gonna have to let him hit his head. Like I said previously, I know it sucks and it hurts, cause it sucks and it hurts to watch somebody that you love go through something that you know they don't deserve. But when you try to explain to them and they I love it, they love it, they deserve it and stuff like that, that person has already brainwashed them. And it kind of goes back to what we talked about on the podcast today. That's a manipulator.
Yes.
She's manipulating. She's actually really abusing your cousin.
Yes, no, for real.
If it may not be physically.
Well, that's her best friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yes, your best friend. She's abusing him mentally, because I don't know. I just say just let him hit his head. He's gonna come out of it eventually. When he does, he's gonna be 10 times stronger, and he's gonna thank you for being there. So just be there for him as much as you can, because apparently this girl got him wrapped around her fingers tight that it can end your relationship, and you don't want to lose your best friend to
I would tell him. I mean,
Yeah.
I would. I'm sorry. I'm not going to hide nothing from my friend. I mean.
Is she going to tell him? I would say she need proof.
I would say if you feel like you should, if you want to tell them, don't come out with all of it. Say, hey, I have a question.
There we go.
Who is Gummy Bear? And if he be like, who? What do you mean who's Gummy Bear? I just want to know because Yaje had a phone call in the car and like Gummy Bear was hurt or something. Give him a hint of trying to find out who is.
I'll
Gummy
ask
Bear.
him what. Well, that means he'll have to look through her phone. Because I'm about to say, I would
I'll
ask.
say,
What is your name in your
ask her.
phone?
Ask him like, hey, who is Gummy Bear? Address it towards her.
Oh, while she's there.
Yes, bring it up right then and there while she's there because
She's going to play victim.
right, she is.
And then
Well,
she
then
probably clears out her phone every night.
you ain't gonna clear that contact out.
No.
It's true.
You ain't gonna clear. So that's why I say since she's seen the contact, address it by the contact.
But since she know the best friend is seen it, she probably didn't also change the name now as well.
Ooh.
Oh, bitch! If you did, bitch, you was a manipulator like a motherfucker.
So,
Yeah.
but that's a manipulator when she said, if you say anything, you're going to ruin your friendship. So if she is going to say something, she has to have concrete proof. Like, she got to have it go to him and say, yo, like, when she seen it on her phone, on the phone screen, she should have picked up the phone to the picture of it and said, yo.
She also, the snack a little sneaky sometimes. This is how I say do a situation. Since y'all so cool to hang with each other, I'm pretty sure, friends have each other phones. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Get the friend, get her phone, and you send yourself the proof.
Period.
Right then and there, you send yourself the proof. So
But her
when you
girlfriend
bring,
not friends.
Shit, they rode the car together. They was just at the house.
They're friends because of him.
She's just cordial.
Yeah, she just cordial.
She rode with her because that's her best friend. And she like, oh yeah, like why not? You know, I'm
But
a...
bitch, even though
I say if it happened,
bitch, even though we cordial, bitch, don't pull up to my house.
Well, look, I say this: if it happened again, or when y'all around each other, shit, start recording that ass.
Yes.
Period. Voice record.
Some kind of record.
Any type of record.
Because you gonna need proof just from him saying he deserved him getting blasted. You have to. I feel like you would need.
That's the truth.
You would need some kind of proof to show him.
Yeah, you gotta have concrete proof. Because just going with words, it's gonna do exactly what the girlfriend said. It's gonna end their friendship, and it's just gonna push him closer to her. If she goes with concrete proof and start in like, this is her, this is this person, this is what was said, and there's no denying. As long as you have the concrete proof and the evidence to go with it, it's like going in front of a judge. A judge can't convict you without all the evidence. But if he has the evidence to go with what he's convicting you with, you're guilty.
Yeah.
You know, until she's innocent until proven guilty, even though she might see the proof. But if she don't have it to physically show him and he's so in love with this girl, it's nothing she can do. Because when you love a person, like, it's crazy as it is, I fell out with my best friend behind a guy. And my best friend was totally innocent. He didn't have nothing to do with nothing. But because the guy said my best friend did this, I got mad. I got upset with my best friend. You know, it pushed me close to the guy who didn't mean me no good. And my best friend was just as confused, like, what's going on? Yeah. But once I came up out of it, I had to sit down and, like, really, really apologize to my best friend because I was just going off of whatever the guy told me. Yeah. But until she has concrete proof, you know, just to say from somebody who's been through that, go with concrete proof. Give him evidence on what's going on versus just telling him on what's going on.
I like that. All right. Next email. and the title say, man, J. Marie, you are fucking funny.
Lord.
I just want to say that, J. Marie, girl, you had my mama crying with laughter. She was laughing so damn hard, she slid right off the She got all her friends listening to that episode because of what you said. Girl, you are funny. But she said that she's definitely getting back on the dating scene, not only from all that advice that was given, but from also what J. Marie has said. Since you guys was able to help her, huh?
She has some good cake.
Since you guys was able to get her, to help her, help me. Okay. She told me to ask you guys this, because I asked her this before, and she gave me a stern answer. So she feels like you guys would give me what she said. So I broke up with my ex-boyfriend like a couple days ago because he is very childish. When I say childish, he reminds me of a 4-year-old filled with a shitload of sugar. Damn. So I had to cut ties with the bastard.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we worked together at Target. Goddamn, Target is the place. Jesus Christ. Not in the same department, but the same store and sometimes the same day. It just all depends. Okay. So they has this girl who works with us, and she's been eyeing him since we've been together. I found out today that they're talking now. Target real messy.
Yes, it is.
When it comes to relationships. So, I mean, I'm not worried about their relationship because I don't care. Mm-hmm. To deal with I don't care. Deal with that childish shit. But now she's picking with me. It's not any ordinary picking. It's hard to explain, but she's trying to bully me and to bully me to know that they together. Mm-hmm. Why is she doing that? Did he tell her to do that? Like, it wasn't an issue until today. What y'all think? My mama said one thing, but I want to hear from y'all. Thanks.
Who's starting it?
Okay, I guess I'll go. Oh, you know, I'm always condoning violence.
For this one right here, we're going to save you for last, because you the family favorite. We're going to save you for last. Okay. You like to say mamas have good wops and shit, so we're going to save you for last.
Jesus.
You want me to go?
Yeah, like a marinade.
Some women are just petty like that. Like, if they just know that you're in a, like, y'all wear a thing, and then they're like, well, I got him now. Like, they try to do it as a jealousy thing to make you, like, you jealous. But, like, if you feel like you ain't lost nothing, shit, don't sweat her. Shit, keep walking.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing, because what it's going to do is going to kill him. Well, it's not going to kill him, but it's going to get to him when you step out with something that's 10 times better.
Oh, I'm so tired of you talking to your people in the store. I am tired. He just looked over there and I'm like, Lord, there he go. Continue. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's...
Okay, so sorry. Go ahead. Because he just looked over there and started talking. I'm like...
Look, I didn't even realize he was talking to someone. I heard him say something, but I didn't realize he was talking to his people.
Oh, I see it.
You and your people agreeing on something over there? Oh, okay. But yeah. I mean, if you feel like you're not losing nothing, don't give him the time of day. Shit, fuck him.
I'm last, so go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
You and your people on that corner.
Agreeing over stuff.
Yes. I feel the reason that she's doing this to feel like she feels like she's over you now. Like this is what she been wanting, and she got him now. So she's like, shit, I got him, you lost him. You feel me? But like KK and Sam, if you ain't sweating them, then don't show nothing. I know it's gonna be hard to ignore it, but she's sure like shit. I'm still pretty. I'm still doing the same stuff I was doing with him.
Period.
And I'm still gonna have this upbeat attitude. I'm still gonna have my same my same persona even when he was with me and when he's not with me.
Period.
Because at the end of the day, I dumped him for a reason. And ma'am, if you don't know my reason, sir, ma'am, hit my line and ask me my reason since you want to be petty and try to bully me.
Matter of fact, stop laughing at her. Like,
real quick, yeah.
If you say he acts a childish ass 4-year-old on a shitload of sugar, stop laughing at her because she don't know what she got. Shit.
Be like this. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. Oh, you can't say you mad.
You mad. Stealing my shit.
I think I was going to play the song. Whoop that bitch, get him, whoop. Okay, I'm not going to do that. No.
Bitch go.
I say, because Target is messy. I done worked at Target before, so I know. I say this, shit, go on with your life. Do, still, like Trey say, I'm sorry, the snack, I'm so sorry. Like the snack say, bitch, you bad. So show that bitch you can do bad all by your motherfucking self, with or without that motherfucker, point blank, period.
Period.
And if that bitch keep picking, throw a rack of clothes at her fucking ass. She'll drown eventually. But, you know, throw one of them heavy-ass mannequins at her ass and say, oops, it fell. You feel me?
That oops, it failed.
I was trying to say something, but it fell. Throw the big bitch one, the plus size one. Them hoes is heavy, goddammit. I'm like, I was trying, but it fell. Okay, no.
I can't take
It's stupid.
What's the next email?
Jesus.
All right. The title say, I can't stop laughing. Before I start with what I'm about to say, man, the advice you gave me had me on the floor laughing. Now, y'all, this y'all favorite one. The one with the spit.
This bit.
She said, yeah, I know that the spitting thing is weird. I even told him that it was weird. But let me tell you guys what recently happened.
I'm scared.
So, for one, I broke up with him because of what he recently did.
Hey, man, thank you, yes.
We get a sex care line from Kay.
Well, we were out shopping in the mall, and we went into Spencer's. That's my favorite store. And I'm always going in there to find some new toys to play with, because I'm just nasty like that. You guys. This man asked the cashier, do they have a flavored spit spray? Because he likes to play with his spit on his girlfriend.
Oh, wait.
I was so shamed in that store. I literally put all my stuff back down and walked out the store. He came running behind me, asking me what's wrong, and I just told him I'm done.
I don't want to be with him anymore. He was wrong for saying that shit. I don't feel like I was overreacting because why in the fuck would you say some shit like that? Well, it's been a couple of days that he's been blowing up my phone, coming by the house. I tell my mom to tell him I'm not home. Thank God for her, because she does it. Why you guys think I should meet with him and give him closure? And this is all in caps. I don't want to be with him. I just want to give him some form of closure. Or do I? I don't know. What to do, you guys? First of all, it's the flavored spit spray for me.
I'm trying to tell you.
They have that in fucking
I
spit
swear I was
spray.
about to ask the same thing. Do they even sell that thing?
Can I Google it? My phone going.
Okay. I'm very proud of you
Why
and
you
very
do that?
happy
I'm
for
going to get
you
my phone to Google.
because that
Spray?
right there just took us out the cake, you know.
Fucking flavored one?
But I feel everybody deserves closure. I feel everybody does deserve closure. So I feel like give it to him, and after you give him closure, throw the deuces up and
It's hot.
she'll play with his own damn spit on his own time.
Spit on someone your own size. I'm sorry. Okay, no. I say I wouldn't give him no closure. I wouldn't give him a bitch ass thing. You go spit on the next bitch and see if she likes it. Your spit spray, and all your loogies, bitch. Keep it. I don't want it.
Yeah, that remember
Do you
my
have something to
friend.
say about the spitball?
I mean, I promised her she left them.
Oh, so yeah,
She get a sex toy from NK's.
Hell yeah!
So
You gotta send us your information so we can send it to you, okay?
I mean, I see deep throat oral sex flavor spray, but I don't see anything about no spit spray.
Maybe that's why he was asking. He didn't see none either.
I want to throw that okay. We go to the next email. Nope. Next email. It says, so, I did a thing. All caps. I gave him the sugar, y'all. If y'all don't know who
Yes!
this is, this is the woman about the sugar daddy. She said, before y'all say anything, don't. LOL. The man is hot, and the old man made me his bitch that night. Literally. So, yes, I gave him some of the kitty. Now, it's been about a week since that happened, and now he asking me to move in with him.
Oh.
I'm really nervous about that because I just want the money. And that's about it. But now he's saying that he wants me to move in with him and meet his kids, and I'm just thinking, when your kids are much older, and his kids is older, and they're my age up. Sorry, I had to tweak what she said because I can't read it. I met one of his kids, and his oldest son is a hunk. Oh my God. I couldn't get my eyes off of that sweet piece of meat. But I can't do that because I'm basically with his old ass dad. I should have just gave him. I shouldn't have gave him the kitty. I should have just went with my first mind and just kept going on dates with him. My mother doesn't know any of this. And if I would have told her, she would have had a donkey. Then on top of this, he didn't use a condom. You guys, finger crossed on this journey that I have you guys on. He might be fucking pregnant, Jesus. But what should I do first about moving with him? The moving with him thing. I'm okay where I am and I like being alone. Plus, we're not exclusive. So what should I do? Should I deny his request? Like, what if he stops taking care of me? Ugh, please help.
I don't know. Like I said last time, that's out my area. I'm potty.
That ain't my area. God damn, who this Mr. Look! Go ahead.
Hey, funny. I'm not one of the ones that told you to give the man the sugar. I do apologize.
Why you look over here?
Because, bitch, we both said it. So, bitch, thank you. But I feel like express to him that you're comfortable with being alone. You're comfortable in your own space and your own thing right now. Express to him them things and shit, hopefully he don't stop taking care of you. But you're a bad bitch, so you'll bounce back.
I have no advice for this. I mean, congratulations if you're pregnant.
Bitch!
I'm sorry. Congratulations.
Jay
Please
Marie
invite
ain't
us.
shit.
Please invite us to the baby shower. Let us sponsor you some pep.
Jay Marie's gonna fly us out and fly you out.
The snack gonna buy you 2 cases of Huggy Pampers.
So,
Okay. Next email. It says suspicious boyfriend behavior.
Uh-oh.
Says, okay, I am needing some advice and opinions on this situation. Ooh, goddamn, this long. My boyfriend of 4 years attends the university about 30 minutes away from my house, and he lives on campus. Every weekend, he comes back home to spend it with me. So about 3 weeks ago, my boyfriend informed me 2 days before the weekend that he would stay on campus because he had a lot of unfinished homework he needed to work on. I understood and didn't think much of it. Keep in mind, this is on a Saturday, and there was a football game. There was a home football game, and lots of parties are going on. We had been texting all day, and everything seemed fine. But for some reason, I had a gut feeling that something was off. Around 6 p.m., he stopped answering his texts. So I'm thinking maybe he's just really busy and shrugged it off. 3 hours go by, so I decided to call him. He refused to answer my call and was sending me strange messages that just wasn't like how he normally texts. At this point, I text him again, and he sends me a picture of him in his dorm. I still had a gut feeling that something was off due to his manner. We have found my iPhone, Jesus Christ, that we use if we ever lose our phones. I took it upon myself to check on his location. I seen he's at some apartment complex. What's strange is, a week before this happened, we were on a date, and his old female co-worker called him at 11 p.m. I confronted him, and he tells me that she had a question about FAFSA. I decided to check her Facebook and see where she lives at the same apartment complex he was until midnight.
What I missed?
Child, it's a lot.
Girl, getting Georgia.
Damn. I went to the bathroom.
The next day I confronted him, and he tells me he was at the student center all night.
Mm-hmm.
The apartment complex is nowhere near the student center. Mm-hmm. So basically, she got this boyfriend that lives on campus, and he told her he wasn't going to come the week before the weekend because he normally does. And we kind of at the point where she think he at the girlfriend house. I mean, somebody house.
It's co-worker.
Yeah. I gave up on questioning him, but I still feel like I'm not getting the whole truth. Everyone, I do not harass him while he's doing homework. I wasn't blowing up his phone for no purpose. I was extremely understanding until suspicious circumstances led me to believe otherwise. I'm not controlling him. I do not go through his phone. I don't constantly check his location, and I do not keep him from spending time with his friends. Oh, she said an update. Oh, damn. I decided that it's best to not confront him while there's been some physical assault altercations that have taken place frequently. I'm needing some time to focus on my mental health so I'm able to make better decisions for myself. I'm very appreciative for y'all who... What? Child, I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that. Oh, she said, can y'all please help me with this advice? Child, she just went on a rant. I don't fucking know. So, can we help her?
Well, let me read while y'all answer.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah. So, basically, she has a boyfriend that lives on campus. And...
This one that emailed in last podcast, huh?
No, that's a whole different person.
Yeah, that's a new person.
Oh, okay.
So she has a boyfriend that lives on campus, and he normally goes out there on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
This particular weekend, he was like he gonna stay home on campus and finish his stuff.
On a Saturday.
They
had a home game on that Saturday.
They had a home game that Saturday.
Be mindful of that.
Supposedly, he wasn't answering his texts. He was sending weird messages, all that. So, some told her, well, let me check your location. It was at an apartment complex. When she said she had a flashback or something like that, and they ran into his old female coworker that lives in those same apartment complex he was at. So I'm guessing she trying to ask, is he cheating?
I mean, a woman's intuition, she should already know. A woman's intuition is before anything.
Yeah.
I really do.
To the next one.
I like somebody that woman intuition and they shit must be broke then.
They know, they just ignoring it.
So she know
I mean,
was gay.
It's obvious that he cheats.
Can I have some of those?
I don't think she heard me.
What you said? Wait, what? What happened? God damn it, I'm gonna have to replay it. What did y'all say?
It ain't what y'all said. What Trey said.
What you said?
I said I had a friend that I think woman intuition is broken.
My shit broke, God damn
Only
it.
she agrees.
Shit. Next one. It says, I really need help, y'all. And it says, I really hurt my half-sister's feelings, and I'm not sure how to make her feel better. I don't mean to sound like a bad person, but I don't feel what I said was even wrong. But I know it hurt her feelings terribly, and I would like to make up for hurting her feelings. She's my half-sister. I'm 20 years old, and she's 23. We share a dad. My mom said that what I said wasn't wrong, but she's my sister's stepmom, and my dad and paternal grandmother was very disappointed. Growing up, I really loved my older sister, but our dad only had custody of her, so I didn't. Had certain custody of her, so I didn't get to see her often as I liked. It was really hard for our family, and there were times I heard my dad cry to my mom at night about how much he's been seeing my sister, and he couldn't handle not seeing her. My mom always considered her to be her daughter as well, and I remember once when I was 8, I told my mom she would have taken my side. She should have taken my side in some stupid argument I had with my sister because she should love me more because I was her real kid. And my mom was the angriest she has ever been with me to this day for just suggesting that my sister was loved less by her because she said it was not true at all. Goddamn. As a teenager, she started to pull away from all of us and kept everyone at arm's length distance. My parents had a lot of conversations with her about it, but I'm not sure what was said. I recently decided to reach out to my sister because I wanted to have a conversation about our relationship with her. I told her I wasn't trying to attack her and that I loved her very much, but was sad about the state of our relationship. I told her I was sad that we weren't that close, and I always looked up to her. I had more to say, but she broke down and cried. She told me that I had no idea what it was like to grow up in her situation. She told me it hurts her to see our dad spend more time with me and not with her. It hurts that her dad knew more about me. It hurts to be around us because we had this whole life she couldn't be a part of because she didn't live with us all this time. She said I didn't have the right to make her feel guilty because she had to set these boundaries for her own mental health because no one else protected her the way she deserved to be loved and taken care of. I feel awful for making her cry, and I have been told by mutual acquaintances that she has been isolated and that she feels like I'm being selfish for thinking I am owed a relationship with her when my nuclear family was intact. My mom says that I am not in the wrong because I am allowed to talk about my feelings. She doesn't feel terrible for my sister, and she has been reaching out. And my dad said he was disappointed that she is so hurt. Can you guys give me any advice for this, please? God damn.
I mean, I understand it in a way because, like I said on the podcast, I grew up in a household with, two sets of loving parents. But, my biological dad, I feel like he loves certain of my siblings that he's raised more than he loves the ones who wasn't in the same household with. Like he raised us, but I don't feel like he loves and cares for us as much as he does for the ones that he got to watch from newborn up to the age they are now.
Right.
So I get where her half sister is coming from.
Right.
And like, I've been in the same house and roof with her. Like nobody knows what she endures.
Right.
And she's already an isolated person. Like, I'm an isolated person. You know, I come to this podcast just to help other people for this platform, and I express, certain things of my feelings.
Right.
But it's certain things that my family doesn't even know that I keep to myself. So I say, yes, apologize to her, and like I understand you might feel like you're owed a relationship, but you don't know what she went through.
Right.
You can't have that when you grew up in a certain household. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. You are right to feel how you want to feel, but put yourself in someone else's shoes and take a look. Instead of looking into the mirror, take a look in their mirror and see would you feel the same way if you were in their shoes. Like she just gotta take herself out of her predicament and her space and put herself in her sister's place, because the first man that a woman ever loved is the daddy.
Yeah.
So if you feel like she and her older sister didn't get the privilege to grow up with daddy around 24/7, the man who loves her first. She got that. So I feel like yes, she does owe her sister apology. And just maybe tell her, I worded myself wrong and I came out wrong. But like I would love to have a relationship with you because I look up to you. And where can we go from there? Versus you feel like you're owed a relationship.
I agree. Do you, sir? You got anything to piggyback off of that? No. All right. Next email. Long time no speak. Man, it's been a while since I messaged you guys. Seems like I missed a lot, because it sounds like I hear some new voices on this. And I hear some new voices, and the season is incredible. The cast this time is amazing from when I first sent the email. I believe I was you guys' first email. I don't remember. That's you.
I wasn't here when y'all was the first emails.
Oh no.
I don't remember none of the first season. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't remember. It feels honored to be a Rising Black Podcast first email. She might have been then.
Oh, yes, Bethering. I'm sorry.
The last episode was hilarious. Man, that damn
Go get your little fans. Go ahead, Jay. That's all you get is one clap.
Thank y'all, bitch.
That was more than one clap.
Man, that J. Marie is funny as hell. But back to the topic at hand. A lot has been going on, and I need help on a lot of things. So I'm about to be emailing you guys a lot this week. Oh, Jesus. So let me get the first situation out the way. I'm having issues with my boyfriend.
Uh-oh.
He's controlling and super, super jealous. He gets mad when I mention any random guy I had a brief conversation with throughout the day, even if it's just a cashier or a coworker. Then he tells me I don't text him or update him on my day enough, but when I send him a bunch of updates, he calls me annoying and doesn't even read what I say. Right now, we are long distance because of my college. So we call for multiple hours a day, and half a day he isn't even listening to what I say. When I find an excuse to not be on the phone because he isn't paying attention, he acts like it's the end of the world and gets mad at me for leaving. He also tells me I'm boring because I don't send a lot of nudes. Oh, wow. IDK if he assumes I'll send him some every day because we have sex every day when we're together, but sometimes I just don't feel like it or want to, and I feel like he should respect that. IDK if it's worth saving. I keep trying to talk to him about all this, but I don't think he sees any issue. I love him so much and he's a great guy, but I feel like I need outside opinions giving me some advice. Thank you so much in advance. Child. Oof. Well, hello.
Hi.
Watch when you listen to the podcast, y'all, you're going to hear some over the whispering. You want to hear the conversation clear.
Yes. Whatever you was whispering, they probably heard it. Ding dong.
I was saying, I just tell them I'm going back.
Oh. I don't know what to say, y'all. Y'all want to give us some advice?
Yeah, I guess KK with all the
So basically, for the ears that haven't listened, her boyfriend is really controlling. Feels like he's very manipulative. She stays there, like they have a long distance relationship because she stays in college, and it just sounds like she fed up. So she's just trying to get some outside advice. Like he want her to check up on him, or he want her to give her updates, but when she do, he call her annoying. Yeah. Okay, you get it. Go ahead, KK.
You want to go first? Or
Do you want to go first?
I can go if you want to go first.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
advice, but
Yeah. Okay. So I feel as if you feel like you're not getting the same amount of what is the word I'm looking for? I want to say affection. What's the word I'm looking for?
Respect.
I don't know. Like he's not doing the same thing that he wants you to do. What's that motherfucking word?
Energy.
Oh, energy. Okay.
There we go.
If you feel like you're not getting the same energy from the situation I feel you should cut ties because it's a lot of negative things that's going around at the beginning of the relationship, as from I'm hearing, from my understanding, with him being controlling and jealous a lot. And that could turn into a whole different ball game as well as itself.
Okay.
damn, I'd have been through a lot for the age of 22.
Damn.
I say that's not a good sign. I understand that he's a great guy and you think he's great, but sometimes you gotta look at from the standpoint of if you're not giving the same love that you're dishing out, is it really worth it? Like, he can be a great guy, but if he's jealous because you're talking to a guy at the cash register and the guy just asks you, how was your day? Or he just told you the total of the stuff that you was purchasing and stuff. That's the insecurity in between himself. And usually the accuser who's accusing you is the one that's doing something.
Amen.
Also keep that in mind. Don't keep yourself closed off to it. So I would say really sit and think long and hard on if you really feel like this is the guy. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Really think long and hard, like if he's the one. Like, I'm not telling you to leave him, but
I am.
I don't like that. I mean, the snack telling you to leave him, but I'm not one of the people to tell people to leave people. You got to do it for yourself. I don't want to make the decision, but me personally, you seem very smart. Mm-hmm. You seem very bright. Mm-hmm. And the things that you're taking is not very smart or very, very bright. I may be using the wrong wording. Don't
quote you.
Yeah, don't quote me on it. Don't, take it so hard, but I say, personally, you deserve better. And the nudes, I would personally stop sending them because guys like that with jealousy and stuff who ask for nudes, they take that as ammunition because the moment that you say, I've had enough, they all over social media, especially one of them every day.
Go ahead. What you said?
I mean,
Pause. Hold on. Who the fuck is you over there? So you are the hell. You stay your ass in the back over there. So I don't think it was a business back over there.
I don't know what just happened, but hey.
Shit.
All right.
Cause I seen them doing something. I'm closing my eyes.
I was none.
Oh, okay. I did leave out a part. He be wanting her to send me.
Bitch.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I would stop sending the nudes. Don't send them more.
Don't send him shit.
A jealous soul keeps stuff like that for payback.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They keep stuff like that for payback. So the moment that you hurt them, the moment that you hurt him, he's gonna do, well, she hurt me, she broke my heart.
Now I'm gonna humiliate him.
I'm gonna hurt her, and he's gonna hurt you in the fact to where it's gonna cause more damage than you breaking up with him. Mm-hmm. So I would stop sending news if I was you personally.
You got anything to say? No?
I already said it.
Oh, okay. Next email. Shit. Oh my God, this new season. It says, word around Beaumont, Texas,
Ooh.
is this podcast is really popping.
Hey.
Big money tea.
I remember when I first emailed y'all, and the advice y'all gave me was really good. But the advice I've been hearing lately, I had to email y'all back. My favorite on here is Kaybaby, because she gets it, you know? She says shit and it sticks to you. You know, I'll be tired of y'all emailing, but I'm going to go. Before I ask my advice, though, is the snack single?
Yes, he is very single.
She said, I'm trying to see what's up. Because he sounded real nice over the radio. LOL, but I'm serious. Child.
Yes, the snack in J. Marie is single. Kaybaby is the only one that's not.
But
Christian Mingle.
goddamn.
But
But let me ask y'all my real question. My boyfriend started a car detailing business not too long ago. He only had one customer previously, and the customer was his brother who didn't pay him. My brother asked for my boyfriend to detail his car. My boyfriend came. My boyfriend came to our home and detailed his car so well that the rest of my family decided to ask for their cars to be detailed as well. Mm-hmm. I had informed them previously about his car detailing business, as I felt I was being supportive. Mm-hmm. My boyfriend lives 3 hours away. He was supposed to come down today and work on 3 of my family members' cars, which he had been saying all week about what his plans was to work on the cars. Today, he gets up at 6:30 a.m. We were talking on the phone, and then he hangs up and doesn't text me or call me. Around 10 a.m., I call him and he tells me he's not coming because he's not ready. When he told me that he was not coming, I obviously was upset, as we do not get to see each other much. I didn't say much. I just said okay and asked why he wasn't coming. I didn't say much after that, and he started to say that I was attempting to make him feel bad for not coming. It was never my intentions to make him feel bad. I apologized and let him know that it was only my intention. It was not my intentions. And then he stated that he feels the only reason he got customers is because he's with me. I don't really feel like that would have been a bad thing if it were true. Mm-hmm. I might be wrong for that. He did say maybe one of the most hurtfulest things in my opinion. He said, "You need to understand that I was never coming to see you. Coming to see you not this time at least. Maybe seeing you will be a bonus, but I'm not going to see you. I'm going to work on these cars." Oh. I understand he was coming to work, but I thought we could spend time together cleaning the cars. I was with him the entire time he was cleaning my brother's car, which he said he enjoyed. Also, side note, each of my family members saw his work and asked him to work on their cars. What should I do? Should I do anything? I feel as though I didn't do anything wrong, yet he is making me feel as though I've done something wrong. Please help.
I feel like she said nothing wrong.
I don't feel like she said nothing wrong. Damn, KK want to stop talking first. I don't think she said nothing wrong at all. I agree with everything she said, yes. But I guess he feel like because it's his baby, he want to build it up himself.
Okay. Yeah. So he feel like not overstepping our boundaries. I guess it's like a self-esteem thing, you know. Mm-hmm. Like all my customers are my girlfriend's people, so he kind of looking like, well, damn, if we wasn't together type of thing, I wouldn't have no customers, right? And like, I just feel like you should express like it wouldn't be like that. You do good work, you know.
Yeah,
you just have You just have to have the confidence in your work that you do, and that's all it is.
Basically, have the same confidence that I see in you.
Right, that's all it is.
I just feel like he shouldn't have said what he said because I mean, you basically. I mean, she your biggest supporter. She gonna always, you know, be there for you, and she's gonna always, you know, help out when you lacking. She packing. So it's just like, why would you talk to her like that? I mean, it's something that y'all could probably talk about. And if he's not understanding, then maybe y'all just probably need to take a break from each other. Not a break, but just
we done told damn near everybody need to
not
break
me.
up.
Not me.
I'm not saying break up, but
I don't tell one person.
But just let him be for a while because it just seems like his head is not in the right space. It just seems like he's overreacting over just something small. When it ain't even nothing small, he overreacting over something that you were trying to help him with.
But it ain't the fact that he's overreacting. He's just not confident in his work, you know. And even though she see the confidence, you know,
he don't see it. Right.
So I would say, you know, just, you know, give him the confidence, you know, like, you know, tell him like, hey, you do good ass work. Like, look at this. You clean my brother's car, but my mom see my brother's car, they came to you. Yeah. I didn't be like, hey, mama, go to your car by such and such. Or, hey, Dad, you know, they seen your work and they wanted it. You know, that speaks for itself.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, if you care about your relationship more, just be the background cheerleader, you know. Don't refer nobody.
There you go, talking to your people.
No, he was talking to me. Oh. Don't refer nobody else, you know, to him, you know. Just let his work speak for itself. And when he wants help, just let him come to you for the help. I mean, if you value your relationship that much, but if you feel like he's just being dramatic, and I feel like the words he chose was more out of a hurt to try to get you to stop from helping, versus that's really a place he was coming from. Because starting a new business, we all know, because we're business owners. Starting a new business is stressful, and when you have other people coming in and trying to put their opinions in and stuff, we all snapping like, that's not what I want. That's not what I want, because he might have his own vision for his business. We know that. So it's like, just let him work his vision out, and when he asks for help, be there to help him. But you know, let him if he want to get his own clientele, to each his own.
That's right.
Yeah. So if his business sinks, it sinks on his own. But if it flourishes, you know, he can't blame nobody
but himself.
Himself.
All right, y'all. We got 6 more emails, so hold on. All right, y'all. Next email. It says, "Hi, old time friends. Hey, Dive Deep. I haven't talked to you guys in almost forever. Since February, I think. Man, the snack is super funny. His personality with J. Marie and Kaybaby really meshes so well.
They be getting on my nerves.
But you love us.
I'm saying. The cast is the best yet. Well, my life been going pretty good for me, if I say so myself. And I was finally able to catch up with the podcast because I've been dealing with a lot of issues. But I'm free. More free than anything. And when I mean free, words can't express how free I am and how good I feel now." Jesus, okay. But we will talk about that another time. I need help with a couple things. Jesus, y'all coming with that long emails. My 22-year... Oh, okay. Well, praise ye the Lord in his tithes and offerings. Okay. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. We're having malfunctions. Hold on. Let me...
Is it just a wall piece?
Where you got the charger head from?
In that box over there.
What
is going on?
It's the charger head. I mean, not the head. Yeah, it's the charger head. It's tripping. Hold on, y'all. We gotta save y'all. Walk up in this thing and I'm looking like it. Yo, baby daddy talking about her looking like a snack. Snack.
That's not how the song goes.
Snack. Happy back snack. Snack.
Let me call Kiki real quick.
All right, we back. Okay, praise the Lord. All right, we had to save y'all. All right, so says my 22-year-old boyfriend has this friend of his that he talks on the phone with every day for hours. They are roommates too, and constantly text when they are together, when they're not together as well.
Okay.
It's very frustrating because when we are on the phone, when we're together, he will always pick up the phone for him in response to all his texts. He always sends my boyfriend a ton of texts, but when I'm not with him and he with his roommate, I always get ignored, and I don't think it's fair at all. I barely try to call him ever. And it's so frustrating. He puts his friend above me, his girlfriend. We are both 22, and I find this behavior very strange, given the fact that they live together, see each other every day, and when they are apart, they have to talk on the phone for hours and text constantly. Has anyone experienced this, or is this odd to anyone else?
Wait, so it's the roommate a girl or a boy?
Roommate's a boy.
Yes.
She said, okay. That's crazy because...
Wait, she's not done.
Okay.
My friend tells me this is not normal, and he should put his girlfriend before another guy he lives with and sees every day.
Right.
Also...
Please don't make sure. I don't like what's on this show. It looks gross.
Ugh. Also, every meaningful conversation we have has to be shared with him. It's like nothing is special between us anymore because it has to be shared with this other guy. Right. It hurts and it sucks. I'm not sure what to do. I've brought it up to him before, but nothing changes, and he's not willing to limit the amount of time he talks to this guy because he thinks it's normal to put me below someone he sees and interacts with every single day. Side note, we are long distance, and I don't feel like I should be ignored like this or be put behind another guy. We've been together for over a year now. What to do? Please help me. You guys did it before.
What did it before? I said, what did we do? Oh.
Probably way back in the Jerusalem.
Okay, that's funny because I went through like the same kind of sort of issue with somebody I was dealing with at one point.
How you gonna give that advice?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I had to read the message.
Oh, I'm listening.
About Taco Bell.
Snark.
Taco Bell. Okay, but feel like I say, give them the ultimatum like, hey. Shit, I lost my whole train of thought that quick. That quick.
What? Oh.
Because I lost
it. Goddamn. I mean, I would say don't look too deep into it. I mean.
But no, you gotta look deep into it because it's like, okay, that's all, okay. Like with me and who I was dealing with, I didn't, we wasn't long distance, but I talked to my friends more than I talked to them. And they felt some type of way about the situation, and I didn't look at it from their point of view. Mm-hmm. Now I do. It's too late, though. But, but when I say present it to them again. I'm sorry, because KK said we've been telling everybody to don't do this. But present it to him again, and if you feel as he doesn't see how it's hurting you, or if you don't see what point of view is coming from your point of view, I say do what's best for you.
It ain't nothing but that bitch, y'all.
Hey.
Are you agree with me?
No. So what you're saying, ho?
I agree.
Yay.
But I don't really like to tell people to leave people because
but I didn't.
I know. I really tuned out because I was focused on the pecan candy. I'm not gonna lie, but what you did from the advice I did here, you and your people. Okay, don't be cussing me out over there. I was listening, but I wasn't.
You, Tom, Dick, Harry, Bob, and Julia.
Let me see. No, I'm using the terminology that my school put. I was hearing you, but I wasn't listening to you. Right. Okay. I agree with what you said. Mm-hmm. I just ain't hit a part about you didn't tell her not to leave.
I just told her, do what's best for. I just told her present it to him again. Mm-hmm. And if he doesn't feel where you coming from, and he can't see from your point of view, do what's best for you.
Jesus Christ himself.
There's a dick on the phone.
I don't want to know why. My man is gonna have 3 cows, a horse, a donkey, and everything else.
In the words of that email, a donkey.
I don't care.
Next email.
How do I remove this?
Lord
person?
Jesus. You know, and I know this person who sent the email, but I'm just going to read it. I ain't even going to read the person's name. It says, oh, Jesus Christ. I just want to go in the bag.
What is that?
I got to read the whole email. How do I give head?
Hey, I know you motherfucker.
Make him nut in 3 minutes.
I don't know if I want to
Hold on, it ain't done. How do I ride dick without tapping out? And would y'all do a threesome? First off.
The threesome?
Well, where do we start? This email here makes me want to... This one should have been the second to last.
No, look what I just did. I am sick of this shit. Look at me. Look at me right now.
I hate it here.
First off.
Part 1.
Do you not know how to suck dick?
How to suck dick?
Jesus. Breathe when you have dick in mouth.
You can't. Breathe through your nose.
Lots of spit.
Next email. Shit.
Wait.
That bitch is through.
I'm sick of this shit.
Man, oh my God, I quit.
First of all,
lots of spit.
Jesus.
I would recommend some throat numbing spray so no gag reflexes.
I'm sick of this crap.
At the same time as your head is going back and forth, use the one hand stroke message.
I'm so happy we got 6 hours on the podcast. I'm just sick of this
And
shit.
you said if we would have a threesome.
I've had
a threesome.
threesomes. I have
I've had a
threesomes.
threesome and a foursome. Yes, a foursome.
You had a
is
foursome?
something different. Yes, I have.
Oh,
I can't state the person's name because the last time I did, that motherfucker chewed me out. But I had a foursome already.
Oh, you did tell me that.
I had a foursome.
As far as the threesome, they can tell you on that part. What else she asked?
How do you ride dick without tapping it?
Let
Ma'am.
me tell you what helped me one good old time.
Go ahead. Uh-huh.
I was good and drunk.
Yeah.
On the pink pussy pill. And baby, it builds your stamina and you gonna ride till you can't ride no more. And then you gonna keep riding. He gonna keep tapping and you gonna keep riding. So,
The fence. I just need the fence. That's all.
or if you want to do it sober, just have something to hold on to and just bounce. You know,
Use your knees. Use your knees. Knees, bitch, knees.
Oh, your knees. You know, if you know how to get on, you know how you go on the ground and you twerk and you shake your ass on your knees, girl. You do that little twerk moment and twerk, girl. Booyah, you riding, just not on your tiptoes. Before your tiptoes, I suggest you hold on to something if your stamina not good. My mama's gonna die when she hear this.
Jesus.
Just hold on to something to your tiptoes.
You know,
Remember
maybe
what
I
said.
should have just deleted this one and I should have just not used it, you know.
No.
But I'm not going to delete it. Every email counts. Child.
But yeah, for giving head, I highly suggest the throat numbing spray, lots of spit, and the back and
Dick
forth.
with a lot of spit. That's what Kevin Gates said.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Look at that.
lick their balls almost to that gooch.
Gurgle them. Oh.
Jay does for gurgling. I ain't putting your
Oh,
balls in
no.
But, you know, lick almost towards the gooch. Curl motion.
All right. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let me go to the next one.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Jesus Christ himself. So, this is from a guy. He said, man, y'all funny than a bitch. But help a nigga out. I've been together with my girlfriend for a year now, and things are going good. I love her, and I love spending time with her. And I love thinking about our future together. Because of COVID, I haven't been to a real club before, and recently, this Friday, I kind of got the idea that I'm missing out in life because I'm in a relationship and not out fucking around. I realize this must be a very shallow thing to say, but it's the way I keep thinking. I've only ever dated 2 girls and only had sex with one of them, which is my girlfriend. Oh, wow, okay. I never been good at flirting, but I can totally talk with girls, just not in a way that leads to sex. I was on Tinder a couple of months before, getting together with my girlfriend and was getting a lot of matches, but hated the part of setting up dates, so it didn't result to.
So they're trying to add an extra person in?
I don't know, but this is long. Maybe I wasn't desperate enough. I don't know. I also think I would enjoy having dates. The awkward first date just scares me. I met my girlfriend in high school, so no need for a first date. Okay. Now, you might think, well, it doesn't sound like you have much luck in the single world. And I would think that too. If it wasn't for this Friday. I was pretty drunk, hit it just right. Wasn't too drunk and wasn't too sober. Enjoying dancing and was just flying. There was these girls right, left, and center. And so many kept dancing close to me. And multiple times girls went in for a kiss. And just then I quickly turned around and walked away. I enjoyed the attention very much and my desires was high. I only walked away when something bad was about to happen. I took the dances as close to the line I could. And I do feel a little bit guilty. I'm 6'2" and 220 pounds. I'm pretty fit, but in my mind, a bit too much body fat. My guess is the girls in the club just flocks with tall guys with broad shoulders, but I don't know. I have a good track record, so it's a bit annoying when I catch myself thinking it would be sick. It would be so sick being single. Jesus Christ, you have a lot to say.
I mean, if you want us to help you read the emails, it's no issue.
Yeah. Oh.
Where you stopped?
No, I'm almost done.
Oh, okay.
I saw a post some time ago about a guy that took a break from his girlfriend, and when he was ready to commit, she found someone new. Mm-hmm. And he missed his best friend or something like that. I don't want to be that guy. I tried to think what I could regret the most, and I think I would regret stopping things from my girlfriend if I didn't find a new partner later on in life that I love just as much. I'm an inspiration that I am of the impression that there's many people on this earth that you can love equally, and that there isn't one soulmate for you. I'm also of the impression that I can't love someone else more than I love my girlfriend now. Only equal amounts. I think it's so sad thinking about how it would go if I broke up with, what if it was seen for her out of nowhere? She would be so devastated. I think I should stay with my girlfriend until I'm actually tired of being with her. And if it doesn't happen, then I've lived my life with a person I love very much. Though a small piece of me is scared of missing out on a phase that others enjoy so much. In this entire relationship, I've been thinking there's no reason chasing the next beautiful girl, because there's always someone prettier, and that there will lead me into insanity. But I've found flaws to this logic of mine. I find it perfectly fine chasing success. For example, I want to work and start with a startup company for the sake of seeing something being created and bloomed. And that would be an endless cycle of starting new firms if I'm successful and I actually find it fun. Haven't tried it yet. Now I think the sake of wanting to fuck around is the chase of the high you get when you're being successfully going out. I'm conflicted about if I think that's something worth for me doing. The more I think about, the more times I recognize chasing the high in life. So why should I be hypocritical about this? Help me out. I am so confused what you just said, but that's a lot of big words.
I'm gonna try to help you out, but I'm gonna need you to write back in and really what I'm getting from it. Tell me if I'm wrong. What I'm getting from it is his girlfriend is his first.
Yes.
But the part where he lost me at was he was on Tinder. Were they on Tinder together looking for?
So I'm guessing the question is, he's trying to find out, what should he do in the situation? Should he go out and mingle?
I think that's what
I think that's the question. He want to go out and mingle, or don't leave his girlfriend because he don't want to leave his girlfriend. He love his girlfriend,
really feel like
but he missing out.
I feel like that's a selfish thing. Like I got that part. The part that lost me was the Tinder part when he was like him and his girlfriend was looking. But
I think she doesn't have a Tinder. From what I was looking at, she doesn't have a Tinder. He does. And
okay.
He likes to fandom over other women, but he
Mm-hmm.
has the thought of I have a girlfriend. So it's just like,
well,
how do I keep fandoming over other women and still have a girlfriend, or should I stay with my girl? Something in that.
I got it now. So now I can see how to word my advice. So what I'm gonna say is the part that I find a little bit selfish, and please don't take this the wrong way, is the staying with your girlfriend long enough to see if you're gonna get tired of her. You're young, because I'm assuming you're young. To say this is the first person that you ever had sex with or whatever, and y'all fresh out of high school, I would say, if you're curious, but so you don't break her heart, because eventually you're gonna slip. You might not be slipping right now because you're headstrong, that you don't want to lose her and that you don't want to disrespect her. But it's gonna be a moment that you're gonna slip, and once you slip, and once you go to the dark side, and you are in a relationship, it's hard for you to come back from it. So I would highly suggest, like I said, I'm not all for breaking up, but I would say you and your girlfriend take a break. And for y'all being freshly out of high school, y'all both experience something. Experience life. And then if y'all feel like y'all ready to come back to each other, then y'all go back to each other, because but you probably no more than 18, 19, or in your early 20s. So it's normal for you to go to the club and have women shake up on you and stuff. But just make sure when you go, you're smart about it.
Right.
Wear your umbrellas. I mean, he go slip. I hate to say it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because you already starting it. Whether you acted on it or not, you already started. You already have a Tinder. For most women, that's cheating in itself, right then and there. You already have a Tinder.
For most women, dancing with the women at the club is cheating.
You already there, so you're basically in this stuff. You're already cheating. You're indirectly cheating. You haven't did the physical part of it.
Right.
You doing the emotional part.
Right.
So you're going to slip eventually and do the physical part. So I just say you go to your girlfriend and you tell her you want a break to explore yourself and figure out who you are. Don't tell her that you want to see other women, but tell her that you want to explore yourself and figure out who you are, because you feel like, you're making a big commitment so young that you're not ready for it yet.
Right.
And then, y'all feel like it at the end, then y'all come back to that y'all experience life. This was your first. I mean, not everyone stays with that first.
Hell no.
Right. We got two more emails to go after this one. I'm saving the best for last.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, this one says, help me.
Help me.
I need some help, and it's bothering me after having this conversation with my grandpa. For a long time now, my 85-year-old grandfather has practically been begging people to ask him for a lift because he's got nothing to do. So after I had a few drinks at the bar, I phoned him. We went back to his place, had a cup of tea, and I had a good chat with him and my grandmother. But when he drove me back to my house, he had a lot to say. Firstly, we spoke about how my grandmother is repeating herself a lot and seems to have memory problems like dementia, and due to her struggle with walking, he can barely leave the house. What stood out to me was he said, when we married, I made the vow, for better or for worse. And right now, it's certainly for worse. He spoke about how they do nothing all week, and the only noteworthy thing that happened last week was they went to get their COVID vaccine. We have no family issues or drama, and my grandfather knows my grandmother is frail and always needs someone looking after her. But I think everyone put the two together and assume that both are old clots who barely know what to do. Oh, barely. Okay, they're old kooks who barely know what today is. But that's not the case. My grandmother needs constant care and looking after, while my grandfather is as healthy as anyone could hope to be at 85 and needs more to do with the last few years of his life. I haven't told anyone about this, but I have told my grandfather I will visit more often and ask him for lifts more often. Should I do anything more?
I mean, it's really hard
That's
to.
sweet.
I know. I would just say
That
be
is
there
so
as much
sweet.
as you can be.
I say keep picking them up. Go,
Yeah.
Go ride around. Go
Ride
look
with
at
them,
the
you know,
scenery.
Or just
You know?
take the time out your day to go by there. Just sit and chat with them like that right there. That probably moment right there with y'all sitting there talking meant probably a lot to them.
Yeah.
You could do that more often probably.
Mm-hmm.
Take Papa out for like y'all go to like out to eat or anything. Or just go to the park or something like that. It's gonna be like the small moments is what's gonna count more to your heart and your mind.
All right. This is second to the last email, y'all, so we almost there. It says, man, this season is amazing. It's been a minute since I listened to the podcast, but man, the snack makes the season so much funnier. Not saying all of y'all don't, but that nigga funny. Yeah. He always on J. Marie ass at the beginning, which makes it even more hilarious. So I'm definitely back listening to the podcast. I need some advice because it just seems like I can't get right. LOL. My boyfriend believes he might be a sociopath.
Well,
And admitted that if I died, he think he would move on quickly. Child.
Pause. Flag on the plate. Throw it back.
Always
Wait.
these before the last.
Pause. Wait. The fact that
He admitted it.
he's a sociopath.
Are you telling me you planning on killing me indirectly?
Real quick, like
If you die,
where this come from?
Child.
But we're gonna go back to your email.
My boyfriend and I have basically zero problems in our relationship.
Amen.
He is great to me, treats me well, does sweet things, is thoughtful, etc. We never really fight. We get along very well. We lived together for about a year and been together for 2. A while back, we were having a conversation and it came up that he thought that he might be a sociopath.
Why did you?
At first, I kind of didn't want to believe it. But the more I think about it, I can see how it could be true. He just doesn't really feel much on a deep level. Me, on the other hand, she's an empath. I'm extremely empathetic and feel deeply. For example, my brother's dog of 18 years just died and it broke my heart. When I told him about it, he said, "Oh no."
Well, I thought that
funny.
And I could tell he wanted to understand how hard that would be for my brother, but didn't truly understand. Obviously, it did not make him feel anything. Granted, he has never experienced a significant loss in his own life before. There is nothing wrong with him being this way, and it isn't his fault if he doesn't feel things on a deep level. It's just an example. Fast forward, to last night. We were at the bar having a great time. The sociopath thing came up as it does every now and then, and basically our conversation led to me asking him, "So if I died, would you be able to easily move on right away?" And he replied, "Yeah, I think so." He wasn't saying this to be purposely hurtful or malicious.
Right, he was just speaking up.
He was just being totally honest. If anything, I think he was concerned about something being wrong with himself, and it kind of worries him. But that didn't stop it from probably being one of the most hurtful things I have ever heard in my life. I don't know how to feel about it. On one hand, I respect and appreciate his honesty, And it isn't his fault that he seems a lack of ability to feel things on a deep level.
Right.
I know he cares about me. On the other hand, is this the right guy for me? Me that I am super feelingsy and empathetic, can I be compatible with someone like this? Does he even have the capability to love me or even know what love is? Do I need to cut my losses or can this be repaired? The way we left things off last night is I am absolutely not, quote unquote, mad at him, but I'm extremely hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Keep crying on and off. He feels bad and wishes he didn't say anything like that for sure. I can tell he wants to figure out what he is supposed to do to fix this. Meanwhile, I don't really want to be in the same room with him and I can't look him in his eye. Have any of y'all been through something similar and can maybe give me some guidance?
I don't think he's a sociopath, but I think he's just one of those people that's like just extremely nonchalant.
Extremely blunt, and they
Yeah.
can't.
They can't help it.
Yeah, and they don't know how to. He might be somebody that never seen nobody express emotions in his life, so he doesn't know how to express his emotions. But it's good that he feels bad. It's good that he's a. It's how you know.
Capricorns have no emotion.
So, bitch, what that supposed to mean? How you know?
And she must be a Cancer. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
But that's good sign that he feels bad. That he's acknowledging that he feels bad and he should never say that. That's the good standing point. So that just can't so from that point right there, it can be fixed. It can be worked on.
Yeah.
You just have to let them know, you know, we are not. It's nothing gonna be changed between the relationship. You just have to heal your emotions, and just let them know, like, can you work on expressing yourself more, and can you work on acknowledging my emotions?
Yeah. Got anything to piggyback off of that, ma'am?
Yeah, I mean, it's just some people like Smurf. Smurf is so nonchalant. Like my best friend dad just passed, and he's to the same nonchalant person like ain't never. And his dad was his freaking best friend.
Oh, wow.
You would think he would have showed a little emotion. Like I'm at the funeral just for moral support, just to make sure that he didn't crank, he didn't break, break, and then like that. The man still had the same nonchalant emotions. Like when I heard that's all I could see is my best friend, and I'm like, that's just who they are. You know, and sometimes their wording, certain people don't like. Are probably not the best communicators.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't know how to say what they mean without hurting their feelings. They just say what they
say it. Just
say whatever.
Throw it out there.
And then when you're like, well, damn, that was pretty harsh. They're like, well, I'm sorry. They still meant it, but they wish they just would have worded it a different way. Can I read that one?
Good.
The last email. Jesus Christ,
Are y'all ready?
Wait, hold on.
It's to getting on the table.
Ooh! Jesus!
It's the on the table for me. You ready?
Go ahead.
And I knew I should have bought the popcorn. It said, I emailed y'all for, was it shits and giggles? Go ahead. Is it shits and giggles?
I don't know how motherfuckers talk.
And I'm happy I did. Curious minds want to know who I've been talking about since I started emailing y'all. His name starts with a K, and the last name ends with an S. Y'all smart, so y'all know who I'm talking about. But enough of emailing y'all, because I'm done. I'm just going to leave y'all with this last email so y'all can know who's been eating my ass and lying about their sexuality. Goodbye for now, dive deep.
No, I'm sick of this shit.
It's the Ben eating my ass like it's still going on currently for me.
Child, look, I'm so sick of y'all with the look. You better not email us again. You better not fucking email us again.
It's
Damn it, my chips.
It's the LOLs in all caps for me.
You know, let us pray.
I'll get one song.
What the fuck is this?
The first Noel.
What's the motherfucker playing? The first Noel. Turn this shit off!
That's just how I feel right now.
Way to end it with a bang.
First of all, thank you
For emailing us.
for emailing us.
Thank you because I really wanted to know. I really did want to know.
Even though you didn't say the name.
I already knew.
And on that note, Kaybaby is
We got this thing,
We gonna end this right here. I am fed up. But look,
I told y'all. I fucking told y'all.
we gonna end this. This is J. Marie.
Kaybaby.
Play your ending song. Baby. Y'all barely got this. We'll see y'all next episode. Bye. So everyone's been asking, Dive Deep is doing so good. Where are y'all recording y'all stuff from? What's going on? How did y'all start? Well, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me talk to y'all. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. We've been doing it from my iPad, and let me tell you, it's bomb. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need in a podcast in one place. So you guys make sure you guys download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Beaumont, Texas. If you guys would like to donate to this nonprofit organization, I will leave her information in the description so you can support this Black business. Again, the nonprofit organization called Not Silent. Ma'am, we are empowering your entrepreneurship. Thank you so much for being a part of the podcast. She will be back next season so y'all can hear more about her amazing nonprofit. See you guys. Hey Dive Deep listeners, this is J. Marie, and I just wanted to sit down with you guys and let y'all know that we are up and running on all social media. So if y'all wanted to follow us, we have an Instagram, Twitter, and of course we have a Facebook. Our Twitter name is Dive Deep Pod _. Again, that is Dive Deep Pod _. Our Instagram, if you're following us on Instagram or want to follow us on Instagram, it's going to be called Dive Deep Podcast _. And if you want to follow us on Facebook, of course, our Facebook name is the Dive Deep Podcast. Also, we have an advice email hotline. So, of course, if you are going through relationship problems, friendship problems, baby mama, baby daddy drama, or family drama, or look, if you're just having a bad day and you need to vent, all you have to do is email us at askdivedeep@yahoo.com. But when you do email us, leave your age, your gender, and where you're from. You can leave your name if you want, but on the episode, it will be completely anonymous to the listeners. So make sure that every 2 weeks that we post that you're listening to your advice question and we give you the correct answer. So again, if you want to follow us on any social media, we're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to email us, make sure you email us for advice at askdivedeep@yahoo.com. Thank y'all. Love y'all. If you or a loved one is dealing with domestic violence, please don't hesitate to call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is a 24-hour confidential service for survivors, victims, and those who are affected by domestic violence, intimate partner violence, and relationship abuse. Advocates are available at 1-800-799-SAFE, which is SAFE. Again, that's 1-800-799-SAFE. And if you can't get through them with that, You can also go through online chatting at www.thehotline.org. Also, if you would like to get in touch with Miss Britney Lewis with the Not Silent organization, I will leave her information in the description so you can get in touch with her and you can know about her movement.